Busia for mama nyina good evening ni akwaba. Jasu jumedie ni wo live on okay. 101.7 FM so any all live across the Union radio station, High Live Radio, pick here live or America bro to Kings Jersey Radio. And so pick here live or America bro to New Jersey now. NASPA Radio so pick here live or London. Adam for media so pick here live or in Belgium, any France any all live also ewo kukren to me got you FM. But and then the I would hear live from Ship House at Becca Junction. Okay, 101.7 FM. So your family Vim lady if you are Oten can no mama who said me and me good evening near Kwaba because aha and I was a wooty no we best all platform no and between now and elections 2024 I have a more analysis. Wouldn't say now me a video be but my good evening be on me faster that can my production team the Mr. Johansson any DOP a DBD a DJ all black me there doctor Ose Kwame that's why for that senior damasi be show no there give to say show no there popping it's popping yeah first Bishop Meduko be na oh shaky tables 6 months election so it's also for baby also be at who gym after all be citizens everybody has a right to the opinion timo amo fire Meduko be munja no no free what he also has a right to his opinion what I say one nya na so fire out there but me ma good evening bio oh America bro remember good afternoon or show and you go America for or show America and Europe no and this Ghana Tamale a beautiful place, but open holidays are Bratamale. America men dia grow summer. Why? Or show now New York or New York and from maybe a more. Yasibun some Jembu baby a New York. From Mo, Ghana, they know here no Kayati heaven. Crobeni. Oh, I know from in the other page in a hospital Steve. Or show more. Oh, Tamale, dear, old Tamale no show or crowd, Musia, free from a boss. America, dear matter. And for our Bronco, by your elections, election 2024. Now, no analysis, and I'm here. No, say MPP for Yera Matupoku Prempe NAPO as already made. The die is cast. They say the two major political parties, NDC, MPP, Obia won full-blown candidate, full-blown running mate, full-blown candidate, full-blown running mate. The thing about Matthew Opoku Prempe candidate, but the question is, and the fire no, is to look at between Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, who's a surgeon, and the candidate and the person and the soon they bind the record. Professor Opoku Agyeman, who has been a minister before under NDC, the person and the candidate, a professor, what the UCC universities, what vice chancellor. Or now, show record now. Can they give us a showdown? Because it looks like this one between Professor Opoku Agyeman and Matthew Opoku Prempe NAPO, this is going to be an academic showdown. This is a professor versus a surgeon. Now, you have a professor who's a or yeah, academic, away training for baby. And I will do some analysis to you. Why? Between now and the next couple of days, I will be doing regional breakdowns, region by region. But my mission is simply Ashanti region because I don't make a video. Now they catch NDC. Why? They must bring people like Dr. Dufour, Yamin, Broja Jemfi, friend saying Yabwa Tinjan, and all those people. Ashanti region is critical for NDC. Many NDC are by now Kofi Boache. I will be convincing him. Say, people for Aquafa will be to send Napono. Napo this year, Ofimensia, or this year, Precope. People want to put the Omu here. The reason why Ashanti region. Ashanti in the last election 2020, MPP for Luzu 3.5% of the total vote in Ashanti region. Ashanti region shadanye homogeneous like some regions. Until you won't go for baby home we settlers or multi Ashanti region. Ashanti region is a mixture of different people or multi Ashanti region. Nipa etoma MPP for in 2016 almost pay by 3.5% in 2020. Busata tank of one from MPP, no, MPP in 2016, they ran away to NDC. Waiting and I'm ready to NDC for say, Mufu store just name party communicate to your master. Ashanti region for them a wrong move. And this statistics will show you say a wrong move. If you look at Greater Accra region, me can say Greater Accra region, MPP, the same trajectory now vote in 2020. No. is likely to follow the same suit, except in the Zongo areas. Zongo areas from Baumia advantage. But next week, saying a greater courage into detail. Now you call central region into detail. Why? NDC must again double up Prof Opoku Agyeman campaign in central region, because Prof Opoku Agyeman, why am I running mate that in 2020 NDC lost in central region? Why? This is why NDC will need Obi to say Kwesi Ahoy, Totobi Kwate. You need all those people into NDC in the back room, engine room, no mobile strategy, and then in the front line. I was saying here, Kwesi Ahoy, ebe Jina Prof Opoku Agyeman, baby Obekobia. All the university campuses, certain institutions now, because Prof Opoku Agyeman being a professor, no, her major contributing area to NDC campaign must be the university campuses. There is no need. Say, Obenya professor, running mates, on to me attractive vote in the tertiary institutions. In the NDC must use the woman there. In the NDC strategy team, no matter. But I see what the NDC strategic team is doing in Nancy. Omoma Prof Opoku Agyeman all the female broadcasters make almost sending me mini around in tea. But that was a very powerful mood. That is a powerful mood. We'll be seeing what MPP4 will be doing with NAPO in the next couple of days. Already, the NAPO problematic. Me say see kakra no NAPO. First a doom so into me so visible in the public. They must push NAPO to the front line. And in the next 1 week, now somebody NAPO share them. No training, speaking. Yeah, him say NAPO of loss in terms of how oninkophobia engage. But nobody any NAPO business. The problem here, people for how they can engage people. How I'm making me tolerant. How I'm making me bring you more down to the level of ordinary people. And people have been struggling. There's a perception some people for Stroma or more bougie for a catch for prima for be as a form no. The next 6 months, they have to market themselves to be able to disabuse the minds of people. Say, and yes, and it is only a perception. And they do because Nanado then a young Nanado, obviously Nanado Muadie, but Nanado has won elections. But if you look at the campaign and Nanado run here from 2008, 2012 to the shift in campaign and another run here in 2016, it shows you say despite in comfort perception or mobile warfare, say we are arrogant, you know. If you're able to market yourself well, you can win the hearts of the people, and that's what NAPO has to do to win the hearts of the people. Because already, you know, NAPO is coming. Nanado can only base. Nanado not Nanado be Eastern region. Because you know we a year person MPP. Because Eastern region, you know, and then 4 crop 4 and 4 and therefore you know those people usually know. What shall move voting pattern if you look at the statistics from electoral commission? Almost shut down 2 MPPs. But Nanado even with a small margin or to me we need. Because Nanado had become a national campaign material. And I want to make NDC for pushing Prof Opoku Agyeman. Her name has to be a national material. They have to market her to the point where she will get top of the mind awareness. So good, everybody can associate something with her. Solution oriented. A man minister. Your drink or 400, your drink, your drink or video na make us zongo na no ya sala course and Prof Opoku Agyeman should have been all the zongo areas with the women celebrating Salah. NDC lost that opportunity, but all is not lost. After 6 months, there's so much that you can do. There's so much that you can do. Again, I said NAPO by now. NAPO should be in Baumia the zongo areas that Baumia advantage over Nanado because zongo for no a Muslim, do a Muslims, and because Baumia Muslim now your name say Ghana for the way I talk about religion plays a key role in Ghana. Africa, religion play even America politics. No? People are supporting Donald Trump because some of you Christians. People are supporting Donald Trump because some of you conservative Christians. They are supporting Donald Trump because of religion. We know about to America for 2 years. Donald Trump losing year. Last minute, African bishops in America for bishops. No more vampire Donald Trump. And even in America, even in the West, religion plays a key role in Africa. And in the Zongo area, some Baumia advantage because NDC has not been able to give us a executive campaign team. No, right now, who is the Kremoni or more say that person can command adequate amount of Muslim votes like Baumia. They don't have anybody. Mama a Christian, running mate a Christian. Inti ahori de be no. But what Baumia is doing with the Christians is say Baumia no kama obrase and is winning the Christians. Ne campaign strategies that much a cut his presby is often on them. They are using all those people. So what is NDC also using to win the Muslims to their side? So that is what I'm saying. NDC or somebody Muntaka Kremoni. He comes from a Zongo area. Bring Muntaka to the national level. This NDC excuse and say I'm parliamentary candidate to be a national campaign team. No, a bogus money. But the party may have a different strategy. But I think it's a bogo. It's bogo. You need the Muslims to vote for you. Now, no, Abana. Now, me and your candidate. Oh, wait, you're a candidate. If you need and you're Muslim, be or your president. If they sell this message, kake, then Kremofone say, Munia Kremoni be your president. Yeah, at least that has an emotional, influential effect on Kremofone, and they will vote for Baumia. And the NDC must be very strategic to counter that. That is where Harun Edrisune, Muntaka Moni Adihiano. On the final level, no, I made a video to make answer Dr. Dufo. It was 6 months ago, Dr. Dufo, your press conference upon press conference. It's about Baumia. So 175 questions. Move homework in my Dr. Dufo. No fire Baumia or Salabo. No. What's the Namu Diagra? A Yazua Yazano will not cut it. A Yazua Yazano, and no one cut it. Say, see, NAPO game, no. That 3.5%, let me show you. People lose 3.5% in Ashanti region. But first saying, NAPO homework, but I say he needs to bring the 3.5% back to MPP and add. And NAPO says also share Jalabi Anibi. Now for all the Zongo areas, and then by the end of July, NAPO must make sure say on the green code, VRA, they must double up to stop the doom so. And your mobile or you must stop. Because Mahama 2016, what did do so here campaign? But Mahama who a whole answer. What he did was that in the last 6 months to elections, Mahama copy our opposition to car power near Mary near day or so we do so even though it was temporary. Because he had to have a doom so but he tried to solve the doom so in the last few months before the election. That is what NAPO has to do. Massa. Say, oh, better was so many here. Because I think Ashanti region vote to pay and I attract it. And the thing about Ashanti region vote and say, who are about 3.5% floating voted there. It was more kind of for me a die-hard party for no crash on Betwa Mawa and Abo. Some 5% of one, some 5% of one cat a doom sonti. Almost to my MPP, no more coin this MPP Beluzu. Because Ashanti 5%, you know, about 1 million votes. Because let me show you. NDC with just 3.5% gain in Ashanti region last election. That 3.5% no gave them over 600,000 votes. Let me show you the map. Asana mako Prof on Mamenka will be just live. Okay, 101.7 FM. Higher diatomo, higher strategy. Only strategy nasi no I would do all the else to make the count. 6 months to elections. Into a jump just yako. A Wednesday cry in your program no. Monday pen as say a just once near fire near queer baby near one that yes sir. They say I'm ordinary one and nipa brisa and yen equal for president no. Into this is Ashanti region. And if you look at Ashanti region 2020 elections so a coup had 72.8%. Mama 26.5%. What share over 4 months? Over say plus 3.5% of the total vote. This is where your critical analysis. Uko piece from online. Here will figures when you now honor. Almost sorry, and Bishop Beduko Bikana, MPP4 have never won the election. Bishop Yamisam was all Yamisam politics. You politics, you wouldn't and you're liar. I am the Kanyamisam also in your lie. You are entitled to your opinion, but remember elections. Elections are won there. Obia winning, I also quiet campaign out there, no winning. This is the numbers from Electoral Commission. This is the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Now, Nipako a strong group no conum tia. Obi a antato obi yemu obi yemazo be yemu. About what they say. Donald Trump crazy area about to na Ghana. Masa yesterday you all them Ghana no obi a kasa for favor from political parties because that's all for so much favor for political parties. When they talk kind bishop ozu ben pass on tia say yakobo ni dey any boy odi atem na gain and ho barre na forget you know they here. But look at this. NDC, NPP, Nana Dunya 72.8%, approximately 73%. Mahama 26.5%, approximately 27%. But this is what Brafom Opekra Zumi Okana Nona he. NDC gaining nipa do a free MPP MPP for Luzu 3.5% of the total vote. Just say nipa etuma nanado 2016 no. 3.5% and 2 nanado 2020. So 3.5 ni jane. NDC tuma NDC. This is where critical analysis is. Tina me catch Reverend Bedu Kubino we analysis member. We sorry them asem. Prophecy, the top notch. Yeah, when no argument. When analysis, look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Nipa at Toma Nanadu 2016, 3.5, 2020, almost almost Tomano. And then 2020, no, you said the balance in a FSA voter apathy. They moved and changed their vote to vote for NDC. This is what I'm telling NDC. Say, don't joke with Ashanti region. Say, we are Juma ye in Ashanti region. 3.5 na munya Ashanti region. What me double no about 7%. 3.5 no times 2 years 7%. Say if NDC is able to make 7% in Ashanti region, fala. And in NAPO homework, so they say he must ensure says 3.5% double NDC will not get. In fact, NAPO homework, so they say he must make sure says again now NDC can make here or munya 3.5 count also or just a minus 3.5 back to MPP. That's NAPO homework. And that will not happen when NAPO sits in the Ministry of Energy. Say 6 months now, canon. A Jumani and son and also NAPO even 2. Doom so I was so survey. Plus, I was so ashamed that I be not distant from boots on the ground. Where I catch 6 months now, canon. May I surgery a Juma? Any doctor Juma now by NAPO must be on the ground. Would you mean taking Ashanti region for granted? Say your region, said you'll be adding you must be on the ground. NAPO team must humanize him. He must be in the stadium. A man Kotana VIP, be among the people. And you can't Kumasi Katanga Hall, a year program. She t-shirt, could be boys in them. Now you almost said, Yama. Only boys say, Yama, KTI. Any of the cultural center, who here did that Kobe? Say about a NAPO. Or be a frog cry, or you cry and frog cry NAPO class here. Yeah, so I have run at a crack. 6 months now can a boot for boot, fire for fire. Mahama campaign even also yeah. Every corner, everywhere you go. I was saying NAPO and what is empty, no. Everywhere you go, so bravo. Everywhere you go, NAPO must be there. 6 months now can a catch some now, but your doctor some boot on the ground. That's what NAPO must do. And yes, sir. 3.5% of the total vote NDC, a free MPP. These people, look, I'm not lying. This is statistics. So-called electoral commission, you see the numbers there. This is 3.5 people. I'm to my MPP 2016. But we journey from MPP back to my NDC. This is the numbers. And if you would who cry numbers now, look at the graph. Look at the chart. You see the MPP in blue no. Once I'm from between 2012, where 2012. 2016 to 2020, no, MPP for 76.3%. 2020 about 72.8%. That's what it. And to pay NDC and only green, NDC green. 23% in 2016 NDC in Ashanti region. In 2020, NDC for shooting up from 23% to 27% in Ashanti region. Total vote NDC could 27% no. Okay, in terms of numbers, 52,962. So, total about 26% NDC Kuta Ashanti region. Okay, in our boom in terms of numbers, 19 I'm saying Ashanti Greater Accra region. Nipa draws who acronym and to Nipa Gumu, no more 1% to pay and you vote to Ketwa. You vote to Ketwa. Regions now can they looks like Baumia is ahead of Mahama Kakra. Northern regions in Savannah. Any of the Baumia and Mahama Bechem because we in a more regions. A more regions. Bechem. So what I say, even just 26% in NDC Kuta Ashanti region. Total nominal numbers NDC Kuta is 652,962. If NDC increases 600,000 way, the cover 1 million, 1.2 this election. That is why this election, voter registration is the key. Because if you are registered better than what woman, And the NDC must start checking. The Paduro send a register in Ashanti region. Out of the total number of registered voters, our regions, no. Do not say they are likely to vote NDC. Nina a plotable. Nina NDC can estimate it because over electoral commission database now. You were electoral area by electoral area. Any the total number of residents there. Total registered number of voters. Every polling station, be obey to me actually say nipa do over 1 million. Emu 500,000 they do voting age to me amaya registered voters. Electoral commission paper and so. Out of that number, we Jehovah Witness for film. We floating voters or more metal, party account, more metal. We are more be a food at metal. You have estimated about 400,000 on the metal. So 400,000. No padu don't send about to MPP. Ni padu don't send about to NDC. Ni padu don't send about say vote a rejected ballot. You can estimate it. Bishop Beduko be elections the enya liar. Enya come shasem. Why you come share your business? Where do you calculation? Electoral commission eduma. So if you don't have any evidence to support the contrary, now I doing because enya eduma. Your figures near there. Statistics data. You collect the data, you study the data, and then you project the data. Before you now on this kind of data. So what I say, NDC was good job. They have a good start. But the problem NDC was maybe to say central region. And I'll do a whole focus on central region for you. Central region, problem NDC want to say, Prof Opoku Agyeman, 2020 NDC point to me and marketing here. They are doing the same, making the same mistakes with Prof Opoku Agyeman. Now, but 6 months, you know, who's a matter? We campaign to know what the James said, you what and Prof Opoku Agyeman so manage no. First power mover, man, on any team is to meet media broadcasters. Ministerial is a prof. My team no replicating across the region. Where my greater Accra region, the Muko Ashanti region, Koya Ashanti region broadcasters, Musha or the female broadcasters, Muya Munko Bono, Muya Munko Eastern region. Do it across the nation. We are not here to job. You are engaging all the market women. Starting your Ahima for Nisha. Oko market to be a more Ghana, Ahima for only Mushia. We are Ahima for now. They're not here to general population, man. Now you're the foreign casa. Sympathize with them, engage with them. Ma who's a prophet or bad time, or you know, so you can relate to their problem, and therefore, they are running mates, who are vice president. You can push the agenda of women, market women, any students, then one on a prof. 6 months, yake Prof Opoku Agyeman with team no, more fire ho, more fire ho, more fire ho, more fire ho. And imagine what NAPO in team must do. One of the things when they say, make a NAPO doom solve it, boot on the ground. And again, NPP communication. NPP for the perception is moving kasa. 1 2 na move to phone. But me who say na say miracle boy, money ade ba mu no. Ade na sesa. You people are doing well, kaka, but masa. Niama baby I saying for a long time. And to use what to say the current information minister no. A friend saying, Fatima to Abubakar, the lady is good. You say because 6 months to election, a buy roll will be minimized. A buy near buy meeting will be minimized, but to help NAPO in the communication about doom sono, Fatima to man, so that Fatima to can start doing communication about the doom so, and not just doom so communication can propaganda number because Ghana will say you need the there is no amount of propaganda and I believe it's a what solve doom so when in fact you have not solved it. And you want the Fatima to be to announce or explain doom so now. What you will do is an appointing the team ni grid go for. I was saying Nana don't idea she already jaguar with him. Double work and solve the doom so by the end of July, man solve doom so no dia fala MPP. Man solve doom so na fala. By the end of July, you must deal with the doom so. Na mom te ko mbi so e dey say bonsam enu na mboko. Number ko so pa mu chewo. What number so ko pa mu chewo. Make sure it's a CD dollar no. Mu betimi stabilize no. Na ti aba form. Find a way to bring the CD dollar to about 10 or 12. Because then a serious campaign message. It's in America say. Dr. Dupont started so yes, economic questions before him no. It's in my in the campaign was because my why you demand to do on NDC. But more needs to be done because the way about room to do room door to door personal campaign no. Mahama demand about me sinechi akosefa. We sinechi akosefa. And what he must do? What Dr. Dupont must do? He said, baby, I cannot obey me about because they say they all hands and they go. That's what NDC has to do. And this are questions now. Now, Baomia, no, more fast homework in my doctor do for my cat at the end of dada. Not just a man, what's yes, from on come back to me room to room, door to door, no, you don't come back. Small group settings. That's any man who's an or ya, baba. Be a group, yeah, no small, intimate group settings. In for engage one-on-one. Group, small group settings. Only more engage. Mama must go back and fall in love with Ahemfono. Because in 2016, Mama Ahemfono and enough for. If I think it or two for 2020, Mama Benya Diwo Kumasi after ye Kayetian was about Yen Tiobianum, Daddy Lumbanium. Now Mama was seen as a two for that for. What changed? Now say a 2 4 year program for Mama, you need to rekindle your relationship back to Mesia. Unya Ibrahim, Nena, any or 2 4. Use him back to Mesia. Rekindle your relationship with their by association. And then you mention Bono for Western region for no so we endorse about me. Mama was very sure. Go back and never on waka so Baumia that I would forget to call. Call no what's nothing to send it. You sit down and dine with him. Baumia cry. Madame forgot you so them maybe not time. Or so what you cry, baby. Baumia crack. What say what Sanko? Or say Obium Sanko? 6 months, no, your room. When you all die, be die now, Muhammad. Nana cry. This is all die be die campaign. Just a no holds back. Not all die be die so be moved back. The interpretation is no holds back. You are leaving no stone unturned. Every corner, every masalachi you for enter. And one of the things, Prof Agyeman program, I'm saying, "Munguni maya fina mani urazongo bia." Masalachi bia mani uraho. And people so Samira has been doing a lot of work, but I said last minute, you know, because I'm for attacking about Samira redraw. What I'm hoping to see is Ombe use Samira more. They will let her come back into the fold. No one NAPO send NAPO Kokrana Samira didn't China. Now Baomiason and a squad, then I'm another one. Now a so namo. They need to do the work 6 months a day. A boots on the ground, work there. The one we want to see, it's a 2024, it will be a showdown. It will be a showdown. The battleground know about some key regions. Greater Accra region, a key battleground. And people will be trying to come back to kind of regain the love of Greater Accra region for now. Or 2020. That's why I say 6 months here, okay, MPP for scandal, be a my imagination by it. And some more scandal be so my bontina because NDC for scandal be brave, or the show more change. Say last minute, deliver scandal. And then before more top be a most certain corner, more pass at no. More scandal be a tradition to memoir. To Mankata, dear swa. Most starting your homework now. Because NDC for almost scandal baby, but much of that attack. And either you also bring NDC for scandal be out, which will be a little redundant because 8 years after NDC being in opposition, minimum scandal crowd the member from NDC and go for believe you. And either say NDC MPs no more parliament on minority for ABB, which is current, that you can use to neutralize Momo scandal. And yes, sir, in the next 6 months, you know, scandal be a my be a corner be a moon come and to Namon Pepper Moncopa a beg you. People like Gabia Sayoche, the commonly at the end the next 6 months, minimize them. One gym or mano, one gym or more time. Minimize them because there are some people in government. Omunya Casapena and 4 years. I'm not for Omunya Bonibia Gabi or Shadania Bonibia, the owner, Ubra, Habai or power. Now, Unya advantage on Shadania Bonibia is not by any express or actual impropriety be on his part. What I say, maybe undue influence be in some areas, but not on. But perception, you know, you don't want him to come into the public kakra. Besides, this is the candidature not of Nana Dubie. This is Baomia candidature. So be kasa kabu monumani ade omunya Baomia any animal. These are the people who must stop. I was saying Nana do achim go for the must be minimized. Minimize. You are market, you know. If you decide which one you can elevate and which one I bet me I minimize, you know, they should minimize all those people. Not one be to a more MPP for my yet is what it is and I own your tamaklumo. I'm my own bonnet. A thousand money idea, you know, starting power much a wokum. And you must shoot till that kingdom come from Munkosu. I am when you am a couple much because 3.5 now, swing it. I call NDC honor. Say, I'm 3.5 no. Alan to me 1% for 3.5 no Ashanti region NPP for Masobeshi. And it's not just Ashanti region. See, if Alan is able to build a base in all the other regions, now so even 0.5, 0.5 times 16. If he is able to get 0.5% of the total vote in each region, plus 16, you'll be dancing with the devils. NPP will be dancing with the devil because he will take away from a vote. Because NPP has nothing to lose now. He who is down fears no fall. Among the opposition or mobile, every day India will go to the advantage. But into any take away from you, no, it will affect Mumu 50+1. It's NPP for money calculation. We now the journey of FSM and I had the Ethiopia and I had the analysis we cry and no crack Montana. More in the 2008. Guys, Namuya, no appear time. Now, for say 45,000 votes, but what was said they will lose you. Ghana presidential elections were 50+1. When you second round. And yet, simple majority to set parliamentary elections. No parliamentary elections in there. Titles need to over there. 3 votes to correct to be winning. But presidential there is specific constitutional requirements. Say, also we have 50% of the total vote plus a single one. This is no joke. To NPP, be a party supporter, be out there. What did Daniel did? Why did you attempt 8 years? It doesn't change anybody's vote. Look at how our vote party and SSR. You must be strategic, be intentional, be meticulous. What I said, be intentional and meticulous. 6 months now, Canada is boots on the ground. We are expecting a showdown 2024 elections, and I know, say, NAPO, Abamuno, with Prof Opoku Agyeman, of course, which Prof Opoku Agyeman, ne persona, on your beer, or your kika, any yet sa. Meeting no a command speech, everybody told her what a woman, powerful. Now your person or twice or your person twice or, but you can see, say, and any personality say, she's naturally a background person. She's not a frontline person. What I say, but NBC must be intentional and push her. I won't push it more on your front line. What I was said by force, educational system, any idea, free SHS, they must push her to talk. And yet, the Prof Opoku Agyeman, every week, more money in your BB, more money can BB, more money meeting, for meeting press, on pushy agenda. See that you are marketing the person, you can't market the person in the room. Tetenoni, I say, I'm in a pancasa. And then the advertising is a whole study area. Enti ahonipa ekasa, mo mani kasa. And Napodia, you saw about the share them we coaching a man 1 week. After that, Omu some money kasa. Senapo kasa no be mistake. Your job, NPP, national campaign team, your homework is to fix the mistakes now you're likely to make. No, fix it mistake. No, what you say because say the mean you have manase kan no. Ghana for answer you was to buy money kakra. Ye pa kama ho brase obi obeya ho brase bo be di o mani sika na posinta na po ba ye hardly say obeti se ma po diska because ono bra na mo na nka so mo ya de share dada all said you already had made his money enti enkrofo e ko ma se mo ma koje aban contract ni ade how many times nothing na po so wa koje aban contract when people are making allegations about corruption even in NPP government how many times nothing na po ni we want enti Ghana for any said Suba Hunu. Oh, yeah, who say, I know Nipa or arrogant. Oh, any prefer the party arrogant, nobody no crack. Nipani arrogant, no integrity. Yanyas and Guasem. But ye conform ye pretenders. No, my banner, ye the answer. Ye good, or ye giddy. Ye had to say, May when ye drink crown out back and out fire and bay, or bow with your one, or bow with your giddy. You need a person who is loud. Who obi am fa de ansie yeah gidi ni ani ade no ya dwene your intentions are pure ya fire ya fa sem bi anhye mu we need that because ani ade ya nanado ya arrogant fe obetra power no adane te se kontomra ya de aka akonya fe de ni ate oh nanado have you been tame ya ni ya pese onani ya de na oba ya kumi preko no ya se ya arrogant. And then Mama and another way contomere, we are complaining to Chinkofo. What can say the contomere coaching Kofogum? Yet the contemporary attitude, coaching Kofogum. We must begin to choose leaders who have the balls. Look at the full workers of West Africa now. Burkina Faso, Nigeria, the movie Amusumu Peku. We need to be on any identity. Napoli is good. In fact, we need Prof Opoku Agyeman to show us any thing. Show us a year first. I NBC. One copy Joyce I no be coach Prof Opoku Agyeman. Prof Joyce I Monana, they were the only women in Rawlings government. One of the very few women. Only how Yakubu Ogede Uniman Kolano generation X generation. Muko Google a year first. Professor Dr. Joyce Aye, and how Yakubu Muko Google or Munamoche history or Makriti. These were the only women who had the balls to tell Rawlings in the face and Master Jack Dr. Aye, she walked out of Rawlings government. Down cat, Papa Chairman in the picture. Time and I'm a Baba, what not down cat nearby. Or turn it down cat on was a Rawlings. Jai Jimmy, no, I catch her Rawlings. She walked out of government. We need bold women. Obi arrogant eye tenso obi obewi odi mo no wi aye sikadi mo na Ghana boka mo na corruption go on no. Let us elect people above into ba NAPO na ni edin no ye girigiri mo so arrogant eye and integrity ye good. Ghana your politics na nye we are killing off a lot of leaders because of say insehune ne epobia and oye obi na ni ede arrogant ye di kodom. How many years ago? You hear of be our commitment, our passions will be your money. What junior man, because Napo no baby, I will draw me you be a hay. On one issue, come and see our this year, or BBD, a Busiano Mensiana, and Yadu here, Babuda. A generation now no make creative or to all my fagana hay, and what the fagana be the only baby or. The fact of free Mensiano, could he said in class and because when him said your baby has implications on Mensia, he will not even dare. We can report him to Mensia, Mensia would discipline him. He will not even dare. Imagine so be a Mensia this year. No, China then court for corruption. Now, eating an apple by nobody has attached corruption to him. So I'm Prof Opoku Agyeman here. Or by because of your educationists. Who's a teacher for when you're corrupt? What do you have a teacher for record? Teacher need BIA so ne first to be a heaven. Teachers here and call for we are very modest or need to cry. They eating on winning channel. If you're to say Prof Opoku Agyeman, baby minister, about how would you hear anybody saying anything about corruption? And the only thing they can have Prof Opoku Agyeman time and I'm not talking you, but you can't even use it against it because GS is a whole institution that controls the resources of education. And you don't go as minister. And you have Prof Opoku Agyeman wants some kada. For UCC, we want somebody be kada. She's a woman of serious, hard-earned integrity. See, we need it. Integrity. And I will choose arrogance and integrity any day. Arrogance and integrity. Ma me obi a swag. Ni enka so ya arrogant mepe. And so be a camera brass, so ye, no yen, no be a comb, wo be a jane. And between Prof Opoku Agyeman and NAPO, it's a showdown 2024. You cannot tell me say these two people will not add value to Mahama and then Baumia campaign. It's a mixture of religion, it's a mixture of policy, it's a mixture of a bit of ethnicity, regional breakdown at the end I will control this whole elections. Economy normally at the end secondary because Ghana for no at the end of the day, the key issues are controlling how people think. Floating voters, they use to economy, CD dollar exchange, inflation. Yeni ayakani nina nipani. I bet you say all assemblies of God for do 80% of assemblies of God for better mama because some you're not sorry for 80%, 70% of assemblies of God for better mama. I'm got two more people for because even the fact that or assemblies of God, Nikra president here, he is going to project, and he projected the church. He projected them. Say 6 months and a boot on the ground marketing. How better candidate? Sani better. We will buy your candidate for how you sell your candidates. Floating voters and a share a quite Ghana so floating voters. Young name was almost awesome. And if I'm not baby, just you bet me send a message about any I shan't no next week. Marco Greater Accra region, Marco Central region. In fact, I think what I'll do is every day they will look at 2 regions. So next week we could do Greater Accra region, Central region, and then we'll look at the other regions and look at the dynamics there. We'll area be particularly almost to one line. This election also be a man and need that one year in a props are there for your touch right here. A year first University of Wilberforce, me boy Prof.
Central
University of Wilberforce, me boy. Great.
Central State University. Wilberforce, yeah.
Into your no analysis. No, you know about Kingsley. Eli Kemote, so Baba join here very soon. Now, yeah, they are also Eddie Ababe to This is pure marketing of the candidate and anybody who will come and into the Obi Amano Bedi Atamami, I will read the insult messages into all their fire issues, bra. If you have another opinion of the running Oka, wow, because will be corrupt about NAPO corruption should be against him. All the two running mates now, we are leading running mates for no. Prof, any NAPO, Obi anyone more benya corruption, Papa Bia. Massa, what about it now? No be a corrupt. Yeah, I'm not. Can't be so be a corrupt too. Munjas and Quasem Naya Mudino. Evidence. I say you be court. No, yeah, fire no pronounce will be guilty. You must have evidence. You must have evidence. Musa Amona say Abrewa Jane. Come here, the Ecoso America. Nancy Pelosi or Abrewa, but look at your effectiveness. I know US Congress. Forget the age. You need wisdom. You need wisdom. You don't come here and come and say Prof Agyeman Opoku Agyeman Abrewa. What are you talking about? Who the experience our gather? Yan fama mo mranti e totofe we ya moba na mo kofe sika di no mo aye bie obi bie store kra no de mo mranti e kwotena no mo awie sika. We need Prof Agyeman Opoku, people like her experience ni ade nya na bebo am o man na tumi akonanim. And nobody should come here and talk about Oya Abrewa. What dream work from? You are not even looking at the issues. Yan family wasem nkodom. Yeah, the issues, economy issues affecting and the kodom. Look at the issues. Stop being myopic. Prof Mama, good video.
Yeah, Major, so offer say.
Yo, Prof, you check 2 people no my ban. Say MPP for announcing NAPO. NDC the omanya you Prof that and that day no you launch. She gave some powerful speech, very very powerful speech about say she's ready for the job. She's ready to show that it can be done. Yeah, you know we say 2024 need a best showdown between the two of them. What do you think about more asani about strategies no so?
Yo, for mechiamo more US, mama more Europe, ni Ghana, ya mama jo. Na said the Bimble the Akano, only the Wakani ye, what the affirm fin. But maybe the they can be I'm MPP for because
Professor Hart no. Na my fair a year and wa down. So we look at the two of them.
Both vice presidential candidates in the first place. Omunyina nimdi for say intellectuals. Na a professor. Yeah, the professor no obechira the university anya no. Na wabre. Me to me a full professor. Me na nim bra ma bre. Enti anu dia wo kan o say ye come for no. Ana na ponso so a medical officer doctor. And also so ubet viano na utiri hu nyina yaku. Enti no ono mienu no efa enmomo a wo mo ya de. Na ba ko ho nse na Professor Opoku omnyanto Opoku na dekan. Opoku Agyeman.
About it's good that you observation man follow crate. Omnyina the Opoku
yeah. Opoku Prempe Opoku Agyeman. Na Opoku Agyeman no on call parliament da. Obaya minister no anya parliamentarian. But na ponso there wako parliament, why campaign and winning Manchester for Krano, one time they saw winning over 80% of the candidates. Why MP, Masaya minister. Fortunately, both of them were in the Ministry of Education. Now, Osho mi enu Juma, Yena Juma aka abesina ekuta omano mono, aya NAPO. There's a free SHS in dear. There's all time or Kodia and in America. Or being in Ghana, on your son faso. Tabi, or more your war, or more tiasi, or more one in Anno. One and your home faso dada. Now, Osha Biomonsua, in terms of policies, or be a sabi, or to make a some ma a nipa, a jesso, yana bobo, a NAPO. Policy students want me and Kasa, Emily Pan can be an HSA, Yaokane Ayakwa. Etina, Minaba Kasa, Oman and Ninya Ding. Policy ya near Ding. Nana doba, or Koya, or Dabi Daya, or Tico Diano, and they were done contumely said here, Minaba Yikan. Yasin contumely and Yadin, ya know we are pottery better than Ayading. enti abani edin dia na power top where ano dia bema no oba dia sometimes no who say oba kwa so your back koni no policies dia wura mu anu wura mu Nancy Pelosi asma working Nancy wanyin na James so 1951 and ya wo no and na Ponce 1958 into difference no
ejo mo ben kra mo hye na nye post apart biasa
na batimi a kire na pade
oh okay prof betimi a kire na pade nti wo ye ne ba
yes it is a memene na kama ka say he me ba san kama frɛ no anya woni di na tem obetimi a wo no nso Ghana panu hu akwara ba say me ba branam nsoma wonte bi da obetimi
say the prof wey a contest of obi ne ba che say prof upper hand over NAPO ne ba
yes but policies there and you say uhwa Ghana na na do onyini nche obi a nso no oye mampani enti dia make am na kosia ne say eba nyansa ana age wise a wo mo ye equally strong na ba bia na podi biti jene the constituency say ahemfie no a ofre no esombo na Ghana dia say obi afre ahemfie na chese ya na asunti nyanya ne duru yeso asa Ghana santini bia ya de hye but nyanya na enya konwa betina so obi ho ye chidom
you say the fact say NAPO free mensia ni job commande na mensia na kasa vote ayi ne wo say mensia ya ahemfie wait or with NAPO the obeto wo mensia na beto wo mensia how is NAPO going to command vote for mensia
me na men kan kwachi say ya o kan no makoma no atum na kire no makire wo mo kwa mo mfa so no atumfo ama ntomato afra wo a uya dan
there be o na prof it na me busa ho no because ma mate akonwa so na otumfo ye ne ba in fact ma manua Ibrahim o ma me free otumfo na na wo
yes
that's it no so what time so mensia how is NAPO going to command more votes from mensia than Professor Jenado Pokanya na NDC
yan kan kwachiri but ma men kan bibi on say align opaso yi na Ashanti rules that is say MPP enti NAPO no waba no na dwuma ne say NDC for 3.5 for munya aye no onyemra na fe on silence align
na can NAPO silence align in Ashanti region
sure 100%.
There be a problem because exact Alan Oba MPP even politics more in general. NAPO me I sure to know you a medical school. In the how can NAPO silence Alan in Ashanti region? Or experience of politics mu channel. Or na say Alan so you dey share woman share ana.
Yes see, you bo be say okuafo ne tie na buru aben ase den. So when you say no.
You say yi ne de nam gu apaso.
Okay. Enti say no policies there ya kono ne aduru no so ye ne mraba wanyini na amanfo mpewo a ye mpewo wanyini na kana amanfo ntiase a ye ntiase nanka party no nanado batu benum tie ebre bi me kan say am 60 liman time no nanado free buzian mu line e ko power the line ama bi no mu gina ho ma chiro baaye no osabedi wo mo so nti policies ne de ne nyina agina kwa ba fa so be play o cars here so enti no nya me kan ma obi atia ne say NAPO ebe mo achire kura no asese no ono na amanfo hwe nanim na obeka bia na
be kwa de say ye de NAPO gina one ye de Alan gina wa NAPO modu chen Alan
anu aka no ne gina say no so a
based on the because say ye de NAPO ni Alan do kuma sese a NAPO be command more attention more support chen Alan
yeah me baba ne tie me baba shows me free Ghana me free obi aya me ni no pa wo Ashanti ya wo ye chamatin ni pa o say dey say mo say campaign tie na am tikaso
na me ko so NAPO ba no ma say Alan campaign wo
mo nim so what na obeden NAPO Ashtown ni ya wo say Ashtown ladies bobola oni animu kuma say wo free Ashtown wa wonya koda o kuma say wo free Ashtown wa wonya koda Nansaya na kwada so ne Walkroom na de adeba. Ashtown ladies, Ashtown man.
Eti Prof, what's about Kenya? Said NAPO was chosen because of Ashanti region. Not just other regions, thing now one consider other regions, but Ashanti region and about me, I'm selecting NAPO no, specifically for Ashanti region and to neutralize Alan. Indeed, I'm selecting NAPO.
Well, that could be, but we nationwide. Check me beside ye, Kanyane Dundumuno. Almost say, yeah, 66 year line. They say almost a doom see, doom so. Udum no see no so neginaso. Sanom catch them, said Nedum doom, but Napo, I must say, ye doom, yes, not so, neginaso. And to say, Gan almost to me near ye be. Can't this common to me? Oh, and to Papa, no one will say yes. The near den, Juma nonsense, Nanija home. And I said, no be taken over for assigning din. Only din dada. Only sika. Prempe college for eternity. Take for eternity. Now was us 2 schools with our chair. Now you're there. Then Sir Cromo say, Prempe college, one name dormitory be after him. Because they are
converting to vote, or we are converting to vote.
Yes.
Yes. Or this running cycle to no class or lose we.
No, oh dear master, one more region home. One they will spread the news. But be from
Prof, person who say, "Oh my, general in Ashanti region, Kwana say, NAPO bet me influence vote across the 16 regions."
Okay, dear. Prempe college in Ashanti phone Kwana call school.
And they
come a chair for Montier. And to be all boy be all boy will be or best sell NAPO because Odin obey a minister to watch it. Minister of Education. He has free HSS here. Nanado at the IG Dini. Then free Napo. Obey a Minister of Education. Into Odino or record no ya or the campaign. So na free HS Nyashanti go the whole nation. Obia Nyabi.
Prof, are you saying Prof Agyeman Opoku Agyeman Juma 1 year as education minister on the time? I'm on the early child education, but can't curriculum no year and expanding no. KG education before that not at but they expanded early child education, preschool education. Are you saying I know impact on the negligible and I know the influence will be and is just because of free SHS. In any case, now possible free SHS or that. We're free education that. So why will NAPO benefit from free SHS? Even at the time, I NAPO free SHS. So said that there were issues. Next time, we a green track and a yellow track, no, or free home, and they do to no solve this problem. No, it's why you saying NAPO benefit. But Prof Opoku Agyeman, their own concern to benefit from preschool education expansion they taking place under her NDC mono.
Okay, the other man can say, one to according at least vice chancellor there. A crash for Bebre, Wagana, or more found some. Now, Obianson, who are mounts of bonding bonnie. So, now, the other maker said, NAPO, Befa free HS more than an argument. Ya say, an argument starts here, and a NAPO a baby in a year. Now, Sababiaba, then you'll be Wiber Twaswa, and Kagan, yes, a pratity. Obio, how about was when I started here meant to us. A good thing, sir, Nana, yeah, to say early childhood education. My ready make curriculum and development, me specialization. Yeah, we show the British and curriculum development in West Africa. Pepper be a metroye. UNESCO courage copy. Anti-curriculum studies there. I am area pa and a public administration, so politics home. Until the Americans and non-argument will be. Yeah, why are there? But what about tongue? Am I yet? Am I amfa? So, Nidian, na what in your diaba amfa. But when you're friend or now, what dimba? Now, our ban pa cum. Once you
let me ask you about Kingsley Elikemote Bejoani very soon, but Mami Busa about Central Region. Can NAPO do anything in Central Region? Because Central Region, so Alan will be so Prof, they were in the home region that. But said the American even 2020 elections, Namadu BT, NDC in France Central Region. But NDC we need more seats in Central Region. It's likely said. NDC MPP lose some more seats in Central Region, sending an aircon. But what do you think about Omumi and Prof Opoku Agyeman NAPO effect in Central Region?
Yeah, just I to say, as a boy, as you're defending the territory, or be a defending the territory. Now, Kumasi de say, hands down. NAPO, Minso Bayer and Huako Cape Coast. Now, Bribia and a bar, MPP for Muyadi, Kufo so winning her. And to mean himself, a baba, to say, will be inside the Papa never Ghana, into be a person or come home. Central region for person or more digitization home, one person or more count to say metaphor, or more count to say drivers into Umbertram MPP. Umbertram MPP.
A central region better MPP.
One time.
Based on the improv, based on what?
Based on their desire to embrace change. Digitization, or money
change. Okay, change. You know, there's a change. Then can listen and come better, man.
No. What baby? Oko no more seminar me atie. And toyasun yan to amount. Edi bio. Te say ma mantina man for kase. O de wonum nyina wa kan wie. Te say do be kan bia and traso mo. The 24-hour code mo no kra won tiase. So and me be madam pako say, "What's 24-hour or pretty hotel? What's it media me 24 hours dada. Edi bio. And I had any pie. You be so crown when you're deco. So, when we a dear view, 4 years not a bad end. 4 years. 4 years. Oh, they say, be a cancer. And this is dear. And about 12 months so when could dear new
okay.
Yet, and
who the only and Elikem Kingsley so about the fire on what Prof. I mean, we talk about Prof. Opoku Agyeman, what she's doing and saying, what meeting media for broadcasters in there in Accra. Well, what is it a power move? Is it showing some I mean or share that say 6 months ya came home no be my showdown
near Tiani said politics and Madame for back or free alcohol Ghana or brepa. Now Obi a 51 and yen ho Yamaunda Sabi won't see academician. Ye wo ye cry me who to a bit and tonight I'm said dear almost pushing one a beha. Shabadin they say ya to or US. Oh, mamma no nyakoda. Enti munyan kakra said your kan mofa eni pani na chi. Moye dede wi no be kasa kakra. Sa na mo pushing da enko ye kra.
Okay. Prof Agyeman, we talk about a NAPO influence in the other regions because all kasa nyina na say say Ashanti region ti. E no makwa akofani but about why am to na Ashanti region kwa.
No.
Yeah, to greater Accra region when a floating boat do no ejina. Greater Accra region, so when people for losing, I'll pull the Greater Accra region so up very soon. When people for losing were Greater Accra region last time, and now here this year, it may take it the same thing. In fact, Greater Accra region so now, or more so affect you, more also power Greater Accra region. And Greater Accra region soon a before I say in Sugu. So what will be the impact of NAPO? Any Prof. Agyeman because who for now? Prof Opoku Agyeman so chira o ma de do na so nkran no mugu. What will be the effect of omumi on the text in terms of vote but betimi attract vote be another thing.
Yeah, more recorded the American. Greater Accra 2024 MPP is going to take it. Hands down.
Prof, can you be more?
Me say 2024 elections MPP befa Greater Accra because woman to penkoso woman here
kind of based on their statistics because all the professor am the evidence na here you data na here based on their because the last elections I'm sure Greater Accra region Prof. No, let me show you Prof. This is Greater Accra region. Greater Accra region MPP first at 96. NDC wins entire elections the Rollins election fala but the 2000 President Kufuor there MPP got 53.1% in Greater Accra region. In 2000, NDC for only managed 42%. Fast forward from 2000 to 2000 what the actual 2016. 2016, NDC loses Greater Accra region. They only managed 46.7% in Greater Accra region. MPP for Koso 52.4%. NDC in 2020, NDC was back to regain Greater Accra region. Did I promise say, mommy data. In 2020, before winning Greater Accra region in 2016. In 2020, no more lose. Almost not dropping from 52.4% in 2016 to 48.1%. This moment gaining from 46.7% in Greater Accra region to 51%. It's a problem. With this kind of big margin, 51 to 40 figures in Krabium. How do you explain 48.1 to 52? How do you explain MPP for betting us and we need greater coverage in 2024, huh, Prof?
The say it's a new team that is coming. Baumiano, Obia Genidi, Yamenko, or you'll be a sabi, Najuno dot. Nani so Nani Ghana Dana Comaho. Sir, Yaka MPP 4 years, or being Robert Macassa, what is about me? Aqua Job envelope jack. Or being Robert Macambie. Don't mark us why a liar, and so just a set your bian or so many be confana. Or call Kakachay, nursing school for said, Obama Alaway. Oh, or a liar, or a liar. I cannot come out, nothing or more common or two. Until media make cassette, and people befa greater crano, and new back for. On befa, because a new team is coming. Baumia, I didn't crow for back. Now, Pontus, or your minister for the whole nation. To say greater craft, almost electricity, there, Juma, almost Juma air cost. Now, me call Baba Beho. What's it? We don't buy me generator crown is we, actually. We find your Juma. Oh,
Prof,
Baba.
You affected the former greater courage, you know, I affect you, baby.
Oh, they said almost sequem. Hey, Bama. Me say, greater crap. Tell me someone work order. MPP Befa 2024.
In greater courage.
Yes. One more the new team there, new competent team.
Okay.
Now,
Prof, Tobo Mami, Kingsley, Mami Musa, generally about the 2 running mates now so far, they've been confirmed. Prof Sajena Opoku Agyeman and NAPO, Mami do general comment and Sani Yako, regional breakdown of the data on the EMU. What do you think?
Me da say, if you're Mamencha or Namencha, it's here for near California.
Yeah, that's it. So you're busy and thank you for sacrificing your time.
Of course. Prof, so me channel. It's unfortunate, sir. Prof used to be okay, what about young fancy?
No one can say or MPP kakra or no one.
Nanso Nansen dear, I don't Nansen dear Prof and call ye crack.
Ah, the American call you.
A very lady who kind those days now, Ben I've now your poster, okay. They said there.
Or your poster still.
Nansen dear, or predicting you know, but you see, I think sir, the difference. I mean, I think that it is day and light. I wish it was even close, kakra. Nanka benka kranka, it would have been wet doing comparison. Let's be clean. Let's be clear about it. Look, every MVP person, including NAPO, is aware, say, he doesn't qualify to even get close to. I mean, on paper, for example, Hillary Clinton, or Krumuha, or America, said, I mean, her qualifications and what she stands for near the Nankanya Donald Trump, asem. You know, elections can go any other way, but when we're talking about on paper, for work purposes, near the people dealing with people like this there is a mother and there is a NAPO. You know, a man who, because of vice president, only God knows what.
Oh, NAPO no, why be a jackrada?
Sister, we are stating facts.
No, I'm also stating facts. Why are you jada than some our way?
Are we not saying this? Okay, I mean,
what has our year got to do with this?
No, there be. I'm not saying. I may say we are talking about a mother, and Papa Bia. Because
but what has even a mother got to do with Prof? The capability. She's a woman or being into what has being a mother got to do with Hey,
if you may do who you papa. A mother is somebody. A mother is someone who what the two people will say or Tima versus NAPO.
It's not automatic though.
No. That is why I stress on the word mother. I didn't just say woman. I didn't just say mother. I didn't just say girl. I'm saying a mother.
Like I'm saying mother to baby. Tell mommy, maybe the hit a question. The man, I say.
No, mother, boy, or no, born. There is a difference between somebody who born and somebody who is a mother. that is why. And I don't think I said people who didn't even give the cramp. Mothers Day, you still wish some of them mothers because they have mothered people. And Prof Opoku Agyeman, look, some of the things that NAPO, a mother who cares for people and who speaks for people nicely versus NAPO, who, even as a minister for energy, I say, oh, but Masa, now energy, that go and prepare your own and bring it. If you prepare your own and bring it, then fine, then it is yours. It is your. This is a man who opened his mouth on TV and radio and says, Ketasi Defense, this is a national project. National project. Ketasi Defense was not in the budget. Oh, is that so? Listen, we will deal with it. We will talk about it. And somebody even lie to us, Crampo, and go to cabinet and say, Debbie, and come in, Peneso. This man said, and you see, Prof said that and said that Napo will be a minister for the whole nation. Napo opened his mouth and said, if they put Ketadisi Defense in the budget of Ghana now, he will lead Ashantis and the people in Kumasi on a demonstration.
I know the man. I don't remember that. I think he said over here. He's still not the one who said that he will make sure he will deal with his government if they don't fix the Ketasi Defense.
No. A Prof is here. I mean, Prof is here.
The report I know. Let me Google it on Ghana.
Just Google it. Just Google it.
Ketasi Defense. Or no problem not
Me say, Mommy, just Google it. Whilst I'm speaking, just Google it.
No. I'm quoting Ghana Web. Let me look for it again.
Or see, if they put a Ketasi Defense in the budget and all of those people who have been affected by the flood now, omo to Ghana budget more, or no na pobe lead the Ashanti region in the Kumasi for, but demonstrating against them if they put it in the budget. Why didn't we see Napo speaking like this on that guy Obi show, and then Sami Jenfi went to the same show and said, sir, he was saddened by the statement that Napo made. Is it not the same man who ignorantly made a statement when the people were collapsing, when the issue of school allocation to these kids, and then they brought all of these kids to, they themselves, poor arrangement. You brought them to Independence Square, and these kids were hungry and falling down. It's the same Napo. Are we not talking about Napo? Napo who is a very, very tribal bigot. This is an uncouth guy. This guy doesn't speak clearly and cleanly. This guy speaks.
I think the word uncouth there was already drawn.
Oh yeah. Let me explain, and you can decide. Why didn't you see Napo when this guy?
I think Kingsley, NDC Obia Kasayema onya problem that. The almighty President Rollins, he was known as Mr. Boom. He was always making boom speeches.
Fantastic.
If nobody ever held it against him, of the CAFSA, he will give you a boom speech. I ain't use it for that what we want. You have saw of the script, said about a headline.
Okay.
So we never describe Rollins as uncouth.
That is your opinion. The fact that somebody didn't describe Rollins as uncouth, that is fine.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Rollins was president of the republic. Okay. You say that Obika Senti doesn't qualify to be president.
But you see, Efia, you have not said to me, sir, that have you seen the thing I'm talking about, or I should look it up for you?
I've just looked it up. Ghanaian Times, 2021, December 10th. I'll say I support the Ketasi Defense 100%. Napo. This is Ghanaian Times. They were debunking the earlier story. What Hanum say. There's even one story here. This is Ghana Web. I say I'll demonstrate against my own government if funds are not allocated to build Ketasi Defense. And then let me go to Ghana Web too. Okay, this is also another one. Or say but okay, me amini abema manase mo paper did a story on him. So let me pull that one up. Okay, this is Jifa Gomashi. Me big sis Jifa Gomashi firing Napo on something that he must have said. Let me pull it up on my Joe online. And she said MP for K2 South. Honorable Ablan Jifa Gomashi has criticized the Energy Minister Dr. Prof Opoku Agyeman over his comments on the provision of funds to address the recent Keta tidal wave, describing it as a bigoted and tribalistic. In an interview on Asempa last week, the Menchia South MP, popularly known as NAPO, who also doubles as the Energy Minister, indicated that there was no need for government to make allocations to victims of the tidal wave in 2022 budget. According to him, his constituents have experienced similar ordeals where no intervention was rolled out for them. Therefore, he sees no reason why the finance minister should cater tidal waves in his budget. Dr. Aprempe intimated that also this is a statement that they said he had made on Asempa.
On Obisu. He said it.
Fine.
We all watched it.
But he is also saying that in the subsequent stories, now my journal line, Ghanaian Times, no, he's claiming that he didn't intend it that way.
You see, if you're
you are entitled to your comment. Though.
Absolutely, you can say that you don't intend it that way.
There was a comment that was made.
Yes, you were clear. You said, sir, if they put it in the budget, you will lead your people to demonstrate. You see, and
I didn't see the demonstration here. Or say, or can say in for the story on one Asaman kind joy story. No, say he had made allegations that the people in his constituents, according to him, his constituents have experienced similar ordeals where no intervention was rolled out for them, and therefore he sees no reason why the finance minister should cater tidal waves in his budget. So there was no mention of demonstration. Flooding issues. There's no reason why special treatment should be given to other people.
If you're again, I'm saying that I watched it on Obi's show. I didn't just say I've read it. You see, when people are reporting, when Ghana Times, Graphic, my journal, when they are reporting things about the minister, it is different the way the statement he made. He said, "Nanka me lead demonstration." This is what he said on Obi's show. And I'm saying that Sami Jenfi went to the same show and said, Charlie, a home minister. And of course, that is what the rest of the people have said. If this is again.
So your point is on your unifier, on your national outlook.
For Prof to say, you'll be a minister for the whole nation. No, the man have proven, before the don't bring your matter into the budget. So he is clear about that.
No, but it's just one example. One example.
If you are
but Christy, to be fair, the issue that if you look at the quotation, his reason was not about tribe. His issue was about a disaster. Now, if you to other people, support. So there was no mention of tribe. Don't introduce tribe there.
If you see.
Story, no, there was no mention of tribe.
Again, I am the one saying that what I heard NAPO say on Obi's show.
Yeah, but I have not heard it.
So you can wait.
He has a cohort and admissible in Timpacho. What else we read? Let's this one we cannot educate.
Why would you go to Asempa? Why would you go to Asempa and go and pick their story?
Why also been Google now?
Google, yes. But I gave you the source. Source.
Okay, so I'm looking for that Asempa to go on.
Fantastic. Again, let's not this thing about one case. Please. Out of the abundance of the mouth, the mouth speaks. And this guy has been a bigot, a tribal bigot. It hasn't started today. Why is it not the same NAPO who the corruption of laptops for teachers have happened under? Is it not the same corrupt guy? Which NAPO?
Do you have any evidence of corruption against him in particular? Ministry, you know.
You see. Okay.
Legitimate question. Maybe a question I'm Busao.
Do you realize that if we want to, if you're bonus, so there is no corrupt person in Ghana. So Nanka Akufo-Addo is not corrupt. Have you seen anything Akufo-Addo do? Did you see anything Akufo-Addo do? So
if push come to shove, yeah, them run here. My evidence here, but you see, we can't more America. We can't just say more Trump. More than a court indicted. Nobody stood outside to say, "Oh, he's this, he's that." Biden, but he's being indicted in court.
Yes,
America for it. We are following the rules.
But let's pretend for a second. Say, Asema Wuka. Let's pretend for a second. Say, what we are saying is true. We'll say a ministry, the backstop with who? The minister.
Yeah, he talks to the minister, yeah.
Okay, so to defend that, say it is the ministry, it doesn't work.
I don't owe anybody any defense. I question. Me, the journalist, my job is to ask questions.
I'm saying that the question is unwarranted.
Okay. Reviews, warranted or not? The lawyer be here to me busa question, warranted or not? It's up to the judge to allow the question or not. my question. You have to answer.
This NAPO not the same guy who was implicated in the free Wi-Fi fraud? Is he not the same NAPO? I don't know. Now, and let's not even get to the issue of LGBTQ. The people of Ghana have spoken one side, and NAPO and his colleagues have continued to be, for lack of better words, like an ambassador for the LGBTQ. So again, if we are talking about NAPO and Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman, even in the ministry, the work this woman has done, person to person, it doesn't even match. Then, of course, you see, but in the more important note, I think that the NDC has proven over the time that the population of Ghana has the higher percentage, more than 50% being women. It is high time. And for me, being a feminist, I think that the people of Ghana need to see some leadership of a woman. Liberia have seen Sylvie Johnson. Yes, again, people talk about corruption, but again, we didn't see. I think she got a second term. George Weah did not even get a second term because even one term, Kramosi now are corrupt. You know, Sylvie Johnson have led Liberia. You know, and we've seen leaders. And the funny thing is that you remember when we were going through COVID, you see that countries that were ravaged mostly with COVID and the countries that were not were mostly led by women.
By women.
And many countries for that matter. So I am excited that we are seeing the NDC staying true to who they are, giving opportunity to everybody, male, female, for that matter. The NDC, if you remember, was the first party to appoint a female chief justice. The NDC, you know, giving opportunity
any speaker.
Thank you very much. And the Attorney General, so it was the same NDC that brought a first female Attorney General. So we've seen the NDC do this stuff, and we are excited about it. And I just hope that, you know, and it is not just that say, oh, you're banty, no, this is a woman of substance. This is a woman who has legs to stand on. This is a woman who, I mean, the other day when I saw her speaking to the Queen Mothers of the Central Region, I was blown away. I was like, hey, Charlie, you know, and again, by the way, the same feeling that I had with Hillary Clinton, by the way, I thought that was an opportunity missed for this country, for the country of America. I think that Ghana cannot miss this opportunity to gamble with, you know, Baumia, a man that has absolutely zero credibility. And I see Prof saying things like, Jesus Christ. When we say, well, come on, Prof, why? You didn't read the PBS scandal. You didn't read about all these ECG scandals. You didn't read the
PBS scandal. No, Baumia was he personally
Airbus scandal or what? Airbus scandal.
Did you watch? You see, Prof, let me help you with something. Yesterday, yesterday, John Dramani Mahama made a statement, and I wish you would have listened. John Dramani Mahama said, somebody asked a question about Airbus scandal. John Dramani Mahama said, the way this MPP government hates me, and they have been in charge of Ghana for this is what he said, 7.7 years. 7 years and 7 months. Do you genuinely think that if Airbus has anything to do with me, then people would have allowed me to be there? And then he went further to say that I am still here and I'm in this country. If they have any evidence of me being corrupt in anything, they should come and prosecute me. Prof, enough of the talking. Before you talk. We are saying that enough. 7 years. You have nothing to prove about Bahama. You are still doing allegations. 7 years, even in power. You leave power 1 year and see what will happen. You see what will happen to Furiata. You will see what will happen to the corrupt people in your government. But when you are
Okay. I'm happy to say you are talking about Mahama say evidence. Indeed, when it comes to NAPO to evidence,
absolutely.
When it comes to any other person, here say evidence.
Yeah. And by the way, Prof,
actual corruption.
Prof,
not
free advice for you.
Corruption.
Free advice for you. Go and Google. Osafo said that all the things we said when NDC was in power was perception. Google it. Just Google it. Osafo or see everything we've said about the NDC was perception. Perception. Not even with the he Osafo said it. It was all perception. So again, Prof,
you see, Dubai hotels is not perception. Dubai hotels about not saying.
Yeah,
Prof, there's no evidence. There's no Dubai there's no evidence. There's no evidence. I'm not anything
Mahama. Menkasa Mahama. Nencrophone publishing Omudino. Now your perception.
Nobody has been prosecuted, Prof. Nobody has come forward with that.
Prof, you see, Prof, let me say, and again, by the way, Mahama said again yesterday that if there is any hotel like that, he is ordering and allowing the government that they should sell it, give him any share, and the government should give the rest to Ghana. I see that's a hotel be what Prof. You see, Prof. What the statement you just made? The statement you just made, Prof. The statement you just made is the one that is relevant. That is said in Kola. Because, Prof, let me tell you something. If MPP, Baumia, Akufado, they have evidence of hotel, why wouldn't they bring the facts and use it against Mahama? Why wouldn't they jail Mahama? Why is Mahama still standing on his feet contesting against Baumia? You see, it is childishness and stupidity, pure stupidity and childishness, who make people to continue to say things that, hey, blame Mahama, 7 years in power, corruption, you are still doing perception, no evidence. Even this one, even the one that you took to court with Atu Forsen, even that one, you are bribing Jakpa, begging Jakpa to prosecute the leader in the parliament. Are you not ashamed that even there is no case, you are forcing it to be there?
Well, I know the prosecution behind you say obe pushing a witness. Prosecution witness to prosecute a case.
You see, if I agree with you, but you, the Attorney General, do not instruct a witness. Say, go and take a fake document and come and request that you are sick. The guy clearly wasn't sick.
Fake there, you can't do it. But there's no, you say you can't negotiate with. That's what the DA is doing with her, to get her to snitch on her other people. No, scam. No. So, yes. but I can say many video. No, so let me play the video that was in Apoko Kasawa Sempane. Let me play it. Somebody said just sent me the video. Near here say son. I'm coming to see a allegation against anybody. I don't know. Say audible enough. I
didn't see. The two opposition will catch a baby say that will bell. Sabe fa kita see defense issue. Commercial flood into issue. The finance minister gave mistake, not the shame. Which will lead to commercial fall and demonstration.
Now, would that be fair?
He who comes to the equity table must come with clearance. A government has brought a fair and a rational budget. Why should you hold the gospel to ransom? Some stronghold of financial budgeting.
Wanka sabeli demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. But Waka sabeli demonstration. See, that's why I was looking for the video to. But he mentions on something, so also don't take it out of context. Or say, his argument was based on fairness.
If you see, Sabi, there are things that happen. Why? So are you saying that when Akufo-Addo, disaster happened in other countries like George Floyd Munina, when he makes statement, but things happen within Ghana that he didn't make statement? Are we saying, sir, so because he didn't make a statement in Wenchi, in Kumasi, in Keta, so he shouldn't? No, you don't do things like that. They say, I said again, when you're a minister, I'm being serious here. When you're a minister, you don't make statements. See, flood is flood. Flood happens everywhere, even in the Volta region. Where flood has happened in Fowey. None of us demanded anything. But the Keta Sea Defense Project has been a big thing. And this thing about global warming, it's a national issue. And, it has to be dealt with at the budget level. So you don't say, because there was flood in Kumasi. Why? Don't you see flood in Accra every day? Did anybody talk about budget? Let me see flood in the Volta region. Did anybody talk about budget? But
yeah, he didn't exercise decorum in his comment.
Okay.
Can you throw him under the bus and say that just because one exercised decorum in one comment? Because you can't throw one of Donald Trump, the attack decorum, the end the president be there. But what did
yes.
I say he's trying to stage a comeback again. Just because people who can say a particular question, should we say that anyone on your qualified, the other qualifications to say they're not provoking or a surgeon, why you say he's managed a ministry near Dana? Does it disqualify him from being a running mate? Does it diminish the fact that people will be a fully vote for the MPP now?
By the way, I am glad you used the Donald Trump. Now, my country, he's not even qualified to be president in my country. I mean, I'm happy to say what about Donald Trump doing. Mr. Donald Trump, he's not qualified to run for president in my country. Or not qualified. After all of these things, Ghana, Massa. Now, who will allow you to appear on a ballot box after being convicted 34 times? Why never to appear on the ballot box in Ghana? America is a different country. Meanwhile, the guy cannot even vote. Want me to about? Then so people try to about man. In my country, that nonsense will not happen. Well, you are not qualified to be on the ballot. Period. And to Ghana, so don't even compare Trump to if you're comparing Trump to NAPO, and then yes, he's not qualified. He's not qualified because you see, you don't speak like this.
You
want to make say, look, as a leader of a people, you have to be a unifier. As a leader of the people, and when you are thinking, say, possibly, or you have to make statements that will bring people together. Again, I'm saying, say, look, NAPO could have avoided that because it was unnecessary. But to go as far as saying, say, okay, why didn't he say I will lead the people of Accra? He said, "Men leading me make Kumasi for to go on the why?" And then he
the constituency. One can say Kumasi. The constituency.
Play it again. I said, "Is it Kumasi?"
I think the constituency. Oh,
I said, "Kumasi."
No, Mommy Joe final thought said, "I make a problem."
Fantastic.
The fact that says I'm not proper can say, "Umpo, NAPO will command votes in Ashanti region, where NDC is also trying to increase their vote margin there. NDC between 2016 and 2020, when increasing vote margin in Kumasi, in fact, before lose 3.5% of total votes in Ashanti region. Some votes in NDC. How is NDC forget about Niamana Academy? Because for those people in Ashanti region, they will vote for NAPO whether or not. The same way how can they will still vote. So how is NDC going to strategize to neutralize with people who would not care about comment where okay? Because Ketane water region, the will be very sensitive to them. People in Accra, those areas, NDP lost all those areas in 2020, and they are likely to lose. So it won't make any difference. How about those areas now? NAPO will make a difference. Regions now be fully vote. How is NDC responding to Sabo to be fully abano? Because now they accumulated to 50 plus 1.
If you there are people in the Ashanti region that you can pick as a candidate.
There are people in Ashanti region who
you can pick as a candidate or a vice candidate that the NDC can shiver. NAPO Matthew Opoku Prempe is not one of them. Matthew Opoku Prempe is not one of them. And you see, I make that clearly. Mame, as you are predicting, there are people who will be pissed with him because of his comment. Of course, his comment on ECG affects everybody in Ghana. His comments on you go and create your own timetable. So the guy is a careless talker. He's a loose talker. So that affects everybody in Ghana. And it affects even some of the Kumasi people, some of the business people who had absolutely no timetable, but they with their stuff were destroying. They are all pissed with him. Now, will NAPO change anybody's mind that was going to already vote for the MPP? Absolutely not. Will NAPO shift any? You see, me, the choice of NAPO, got me excited because I promise you that the people in the middle, the mention of NAPO alone have the MPP have lost 60% of that vote.
The people in Ashanti region, no.
The people in the middle.
In the middle, floating voters.
The floating voters, no. I said NAPO have lost 60% because of NAPO's alone. They've lost the 60% of that vote just by mentioning him. And I'm saying that it's going to get worse because now we are all taking our time to refresh everybody's memory of who NAPO is, what he stands for, and what you stand to gain. And you see, it is easy for anybody to stand today. It is easy for a carnivore to stand in front of us today and say, immediately you vote for me, I will become, how do you say it, a vegetarian. You become a vegetarian, but for Papa man on and again, Prof, you made you use an analogy about the nurses. Prof, you see, that thing was one of the most embarrassing moments for Baumia. So don't be saying it on radio. You see, for Baumia to say, we restored it. For a nurse to stand up there and then, that same ground, and look at Baumia in the face with the ferry, with even trying all the machinations they were trying to do. For this girl to tell themselves for 3 years, she has not been paid, no. Come on, Prof, that is an embarrassing moment.
And in the long run, what happened?
Prof, you see, Prof, let me say something to you. The money that was used to pay the nurses, Sebi, was it budgeted for? That is not how you run a country, Prof. With all due respect, do you think Biden will just get up? Even Biden, even if you want to support Israel and all of this, don't you see what he goes through? You
okay,
go to
but
parliament.
I every Biden one was it a poor vote to be but he before no lose 60% of the floating voters.
Yes, 100%. They have. The MPP have lost 60% of the floating voters already. And you see, it will get worse the moment people try to remember all these things that NAPO have said, who he actually is. Once that is put in front of the people of Ghana, it will just get deepened. Look, you see, there are some hardcore MPP people who
even in Ashanti region where they are trying to
yes. And mind you, see, the beautiful thing about elections, they say there are people who there are a lot of MPP people right now in Ashanti region who, just by who NAPO is, they won't even go and vote. They don't care. They will never vote NDC. But to tell you, said they are not happy with that choice, they won't even go and vote. You see, these people, our people are gradually getting tired of sebe. You see, they are already getting tired of that already. So if you're going to bring somebody to them now, bring somebody who they have to be a sense. Do you know, you and I had a private conversation about Canada, Japan. If you are okay, we had some private conversations, and look at Canada, Japan. Despite the things he has said in Ghana, look at the people that he gives hope to. And so look at the numbers he commanded in the MPP race. Even last minute, if he had started early, could the establishment would the establishment be able to stand that what he was
impact
saying? So our people are looking for.
But is that argument not against our argument here against NAPO? Because NAPO has also helped a lot of people, a lot of young people. The Canadian NAPO, I'm aware say he does a lot like that.
No.
In any case, how is NDC if NAPO is this bad? If NAPO is such a liability to MPP, as you are saying, as you are arguing, how is NDC leveraging on a liability? Because I don't see NDC also taking advantage of that. In Ashanti region, 3.5% of the vote. I don't see, you didn't choose a running mate from the region. You are not choosing any major figure in Ashanti region to lead more strategy in the region. In Greater Accra region, I'm not seeing any person in Greater Accra region who will be able to say, Muntaka is almost has been sidelined to the back. Who Muntaka in there? The last time I checked, almost your better parliamentary candidate, how is NDC? Because you need the 50+1. So how are you taking advantage of your alleged liability of NAPO to MPP?
I can tell you right now, the unfortunate thing is that we are in July. You see, it is only in Ghana that sebi. It looks as if we don't have an off-season for politics. There is a political off-season. even by democracy, election is in November. But sebi, it's not much that is going on. But I can tell you on authority, say, the NDC machine in Ashanti region is solid than any political party in the history of Ghana. I'm saying that the work that is about to commence in Ashanti region, I'm not saying there is so much that has been
about
done.
To commence.
No. I'm saying that there is so much that has been done. But the work that is about to commence in Ashanti region, you have never seen that before. If you're here, you see, we are on radio and we have to be careful the things that we say. Even the thing that I'm telling you, say we are going to put in front of the people of Ghana. Who Martin Opoku? Well, nobody's in a hurry. Nobody's in a hurry. We are not in a hurry at all. Watch it.
Then exposing a scandal. Which scandal?
Oh, FIBC. When sometimes when you preempt a lot of things, then no. Sometimes you have to hit your opponent where even response will not make sense. I've said it more than enough.
No. At least I use that time to market 24-hour policy. No. Why are you people focusing on Obi weakness?
No. Nobody is interested in NAPO's weakness. Why didn't you again yesterday?
In any case, will you be okay when people also bring Prof Opoku Agyeman time? Yeah, Mama Chalk and Mama Chalk, and when they bring it, when they bring also the issues that happen under her ministry issues that happen under NDC, would you be happy?
That statement was not made by Jane Opoku Agyeman.
I know it wasn't made by her, but it was her under her ministry. Because the computer, Unless you have evidence that Ononkata personally has enjoyed.
If you do want us to get it, if you do want us to get into this laptop,
that's what I'm saying.
This one,
the evidence.
No. But let's be clear. The chalk statement was made by the former vice president's wife in a gathering. It wasn't a ministerial matter. The former vice president.
I think they went to the program together. They were standing on
so I'm saying that there are things that, let's be fair to our people. There are something that is in a ministry policy or ministry initiative, and there are statements like that is made in a community by a vice president's wife.
There are things that are ministry.
The Wi-Fi squad.
Your computer in GS.
Well, but again, how do you? If you are, is the GES not under the Ministry of Education? Is it not?
It is.
Okay, good. But are you saying that the vice president, former vice president's wife, is working for the ministry?
She didn't work for the ministry.
Okay, so
an event of the ministry event.
No. You can look at that. That was a community event. It was not a ministry event.
It was a ministry's event. It was the Ministry of Education event.
Again, if you're an event that was done completely outside the Ministry of Education versus a policy of Wi-Fi, a government policy of laptop that have gone fraudulent, that even every teacher in Ghana today is angry and pissed. You cannot juxtapose those two things and talk about why do you want to lower a laptop to chalk? Let's
school materials. It's school materials. But in any case,
if you're teacher for teachers money.
It's not even about chalk and I think the issue was about the attitude and the responsiveness of people's concerns. Say anyway, this is the same allegation that was made against the vice president's wife at the time. Say Kasanoso was uncouth because they always made money panokra.
But again,
but not
that is
but
true.
To some extent, she had a point.
That is why she's not running for office. That is why she's not trying to be a vice president or president.
Very well. Mama for joining. But Prof, what do you now? Person come? What do you want to say?
What do you want to wrap up? Kingsley, what can I say? Because Sabi Obiampe one party state of Ghana. In the also who can a man 40, but media may come up because he said, Yawo can in ano and Kosi who Sabi. Just say, at the end of the near. Now, Sabi Pope and so tia, 10 years. Or can send me about LGBTQ, where they opacho, and it is NAPO Akabibia Enya, meaning say a month for a camera pacho. Now, Ukaya 1980 elections, Betoko can't send me my coffin send me brave by. And I know, sir, so many history, and very careful. I say, a emotion and this for parliamentary Hansard, debate to be on my end or be our contribution. Won't publish it. Now you won't hold the truth for no. Now, I care. You see, in elections nearby no. I doesn't. And now, I fancy the me person, me come up your church and say, and then a free HSS, no part of my entire I idea yes, some advocacy.
They said then upon a different SHS and buy.
Oh, Nana, the son will come home or a drama. Now, for social necranua, as I'm so more year. I'm from planes and see how doing. Into the drone, Nako. When you know the young fan to Abama any pa or Bepian or Mana Cononim. Yes, Obia so Wakohinti, 1 4 plus and time crosso, Makoto mo, 1 mammy Makoto way, and then you for whom young had a bigger picture, or be Boboa or Mana Cononim. Now, media may come be say, and this me one on form, minion be warm, my sister for be warm. And so, one more to yeah, dear, a honey, we are 20. But
if you 1 second, Prof,
pay your money, young mama. I'm a mom who said, Monsono, Prof, they say, Wusha, Uko Ghana.
Prof, that on internet, I don't know to make a new position. Am I change position?
If some Prof can sabi and even internet you see the statement that the Pope made on the 13th of January 2024 said that associations of LGBTQ cannot be blessed. It was in a gathering of, I think, 800 clergymen, that it was behind closed doors. Nobody, no cameras, nothing there. You see, there are leaders who make statements behind closed doors that we all know, say Sebe and Adomu and Bahamamu, could make some statements behind closed doors that when some of them come out. For example, the other day we saw the statement that the chief one of the judges on the Supreme Court made a reporter recorded him, and they said, oh, it was illegal for you to, it was not appropriate for her to record him like that. Yeah, we know that behind closed doors people make statements. I'm not backing what he said. But NAPO or can what TV so or can what radio so don't compare the Pope statement with what NAPO said. NAPO is uncouth. NAPO's talk is a loose talk.
Because we have several leaders who have been uncouth, but they've qualified as leaders.
That is fine. We are. It's 2024. We are in July. You can't be going to 1979. They see 1972.
No. But even President Trump is uncouth, but it doesn't change the fact that he qualified to be president.
You are right.
The solution. We don't care about who is uncouth or who.
If you want to say
in any case, Kingsley,
yes.
one statement or two statements cannot form the character of a man. That is where my problem is.
I'm saying
the character, the entire character of the person.
If you
why are we using one mistake against somebody?
NAPO has made more than one, more than two. So let's maybe go there, at least.
It's now, when I NAPO record,
as a record, he doesn't. I mean, does NAPO have any record? Or why Papa B? Why be Papa B Mante?
Not that
I remember. I remember him insulting. I remember him insulting people in Parliament. I mean, a whole minister, what Parliament. Now, I remember that one too. Like what, like Wi-Fi, laptop, the Keta people.
Now, what to say, crime,
did you see what NAPO was doing in Parliament? It was
a crime.
He was insulting people in Parliament. Like, come on, man. The guy didn't.
No, Parliament.
It only happened under MPP though. I mean, people chewing ballot papers. People chewing ballot papers and running. MPP, what kind of party is that? What kind of political party?
But don't describe him as uncool. But I think sometimes I know there is unfair because with and if I don't want
that is who he is. Sanotie, I know the Sanotie.
Well, that's not your opinion. It's not up to you alone to say it. You know, students if you so find some classroom, although there's teaching immunity, you can't hold teachers responsible for the comments they make in the classroom. But the said there will be a showdown because this is a character issue. And I into the voting arena for 2024 for the two running mates. Except Kingsley, and NAPO don't have vote to be he's rather going to take away. But in any case, Kingsley, if NAPO is going to take votes away from MPP, then I'm more fire no.
Maybe we are not firing him. Make rather we can and I will say
we are sorry. Yes. When you are sorry now, budget near the child because politics is there. So your politician now can't no be uncambia. Now your politician cry. Don't or say what to me concept. Benipa can be now chum do what that is what the politician does.
Your point is that for the pulley votes number. I think you have made that point.
If you are about 20
okay. Kiss the say.
NAPO somehow okay about diplomat teachers.
I don't remember that one. Doom so the
you can type the word NAPO or teachers unintelligent and daft. I don't want to go far. Just Google it. You will find plenty.
Me evidence because there's no evidence as of now.
Oh,
who
if
can
you
be
say
anywhere? Who can be anywhere? Free HSS. Yeah, who can be anywhere? Free HSS now. Okay,
Hey,
Prof, mama from Remu. Thank you very much, Prof. Me that's
thank you.
papa.
yo, yeah, that was what you one party. So they are traveling. Never be you. No one talk about Prof. We are there. We are there. Hey, Greater cry here fat.
Well, it
Prof,
doesn't lie in your mouth, Prof.
Prof,
Yeah.
Greta Crab, which of them are you talking about?
I kiss the Greater Accra region proper next week. There's a big gap in Greater Accra. And you ever heard about Greater Accra region? What about good evening?
Good evening, yeah.
But you
And
how that maybe also.
in that topic near there.
Who named topic? No, how about so?
As I was saying, Napoli, Prof Jane, Nana.
That's what we've been discussing all this while.
Yeah.
But I'm joining them.
Yeah, baby, I messed at if in it there. Now, Napono is not bringing anything new to the table because Baumia Wamayati as yes here running meets for no, and I say a vice president, no, they don't do much. And why should we do expect so much from Napo? And Napo na so no Ogo Jina Santimim Kaje MPP there. Omo Ashanti Region de omo de omo mpe bibia na omo mpe mpuntu na omo pe party shirt with them omo party shirt. That's all they need. And
also evidence or
video no if you say you can't say na me nyet say no
University of Ghana Dr. Abena project we say fake news ne banking we will not support send the video then I'll play it.
Oh, if you made me credibility but two on the line.
There be minimal. I don't know where to track you down. If you want to send the video, no, would you know actually
me one number, me send no after me.
I'll be very grateful.
I promise I'll send it.
I thought that we can resolve it.
Yeah, because okay, na I see original platform so I can say MPP there. Omu enwa de omu hia ni say party t-shirt na a party t-shirt na efe into the more mo pe on beto abama. Yeah. So that, he said, who they read the comments, you know? Or read
don't read any comments, any opinions, but send the money.
And
because politics are against each other.
Yeah, and but if I'm surprised that you've not heard this statement from Napo. Say, yeah.
I can't know everything, but when there's evidence, it's really not about me. It's also about the audience. Any more engaged, you know. Say, we play it for the audience, and they know. Say, correct. So,
okay. But I bet we see time into me.
Send money. I didn't no credit. I'll play it right now. Be sending me a podium. As in Panama bono.
Yeah, maybe could be best me send you my whilst we are talking. Could be best send you my. But 100% sure say okay. I heard it myself. It will be platforms. So me person go send this any panel link amount. It's not good.
Oh, video now they are sending mommy.
Yeah, just a me video no because me send this any panel link more. Maybe Nipa no crown pen as a meeting. No, it's not.
Oh, any problem be about you sending me video now. As long as I can play it for the audience to also see here. No, be who say no correct.
Yeah. And to me the prof so obekan saying be sometimes say nyama di mo prof no oni evidence say Airbus scandal say you say court no UK court what throw sa a case ni out. And to say prof sabetna ha can't Airbus once a month. I'm very, very surprised, you know, because I don't know why people still come on the program to talk about Airbus. Meanwhile, court now, UK court, I throw government official one in Drakra Muhammad Khan something about the Airbus or answer questions on it. Now, still, now, Prof Agyeman, so they are. I'm sorry. If you have me comment, I may no. That's it. That's it.
You want I mean, I see baby. Mama, good evening. Akaba. Hello,
if you have a chair, my network and be a better Jimmy Kakra.
Anya, he said, the agent as soon as
okay, if you may can be big to webinar, so Prof. Me, I must say, Professor Furia Tamichiao. The American say, if you are abandoning me, no, NDC MPP. They be asking me about platforms so I make one father, different mothers. They be American the same way. One father, different mothers. Omu nyina corruption wom, omu nyina krono wom, omu nyina omu de omu adwene nenam. Tribe mienu afia, ansa na ma back candidate no so no. Tribe mienu afia, omu da bia no MPP ni NDC use omu. Ashanti region, voter region. MPP nim say no matter what we do, Ashantis will vote for us. NDC nim say no matter what we do, voter region will vote for us. South region mienu development ye wom. What the development all region mienu. It's not developed because I didn't when I say via Bema what's in Hono Bro. No one say bo only baby echo or Baba Sajino. Oba Bro Wak Muso Bukun. It means I region with me, no. Me yes, Antony, yes. But Ashanti's new votarians, you know. Yeah, your political love for these two parties now. If you are these two regions then develop. Coming to those two candidates, no. Professor NAPO. Omienu nyina betima pull vote. My background be 1 month ni. Me wa ha ku see August na me back to US. There dey be amene wunu no ba no. Ya ba be di holidays. If you my nanti form me busa manfo my phone calls. My memo analysis we na dey fa to ho. Na dey wo hwe ye bia no da cho ebu midina kan. Greater Accra region. That guy now, I'm friend Showdown now. I'm for Emun say obey, you know. That guy will pull like 10% in Greater Accra region because of what I'm hearing on the ground, 10%. What I'm seeing on the ground. Obe pull close or 10% in Greater Accra. What they fear the market because the youth are tired of MPP and DC, and now no, they want a hand to change. Na Showdown no Accra ubusa. Almost 50% of youth now, they all mention his name. Me no the background, the BBR, but this is what I'm hearing. The buyer me hear interview near no. This is what I'm hearing. Coming to Kumasi will not be easy for MPP as it is now, as it has been previous. Ashanti region, and they say, if you are not my friend, me bush 4/5. Opoku say, we will not vote for NDC, but we are not going to vote. So that is one critical thing as a MPP for. If they want to win Ashanti region, they need to start mounting encouragement of people to go and vote because ubusa mesene mini nipa pia kasa mi besi apia do afia afa na yakwan no omu ye getesi omu dwi so na ubusa omu tentem ha na omu oh we 4 years bi omu ba beye ye hunu dada ye mwe ye ni omu adwene enti most MPP no de beye drama Ashanti region lepo kese ene say NDC people no 100% NDC will vote 100% because they want to come into power. But MPP, no, most of them will not vote. That's the main problem. If NPP people are listening to me, they may on the ground in here.
Okay.
Yes, protest ne there. Rana no Afrapranto Chimbi, Shade Chimbi, Kofi Krantin Chimbi. All the small parties no be a true protest nibi. But MPP for no omo ye MPP and kasa you can say Kumasi ash sound near de me ash sound na mete me ba ye makoho me woni boys in kasa almost boss yen koto aba no because yen pese be to NDC ba yen so yen to kra de to MPP.
Okay.
The entire amanfo nso kan ye fi na me de ma no asi ni say most people no one must say MPP the vice president position no, doesn't matter in Ghana policy because say a matter there adentina ba wo mi anye de obeye ebra owo power.
Hello Elder. Order wa catch us the internet ni say me say o Kumasi aba. Wo fa good evening.
Stefia mejoso na me che onwumre.
Yes we joso mpa enti o.
Me che for. Stefia Elikem or a disgrace to NDC. I'm telling you.
No, we draw on most of my
Stefia.
Hey, What can be
Of Jerry,
I don't say he's a disgrace.
Of Jerry. Stefia Mate, married Rostefia. Sabe, awaria ya what time or one.
Now, one of the catchers on Red Run and upon one
Stefia, Sana Indisi for Nayaba Quadia, answer about, yes, you know, I'm back on the pepper. Stefia, look, Jenana, Yama, no, obey me out me, but young Nucro, and the Yankayo. Nucro,
necessary now, only Kunuka necessary.
Thank you. Stefia, Tramicasa. Etramikasa, Elika was some of the Sabinyan sending.
Wow, some papa, no,
also reply, no. Stefia, also money
trivia, trivia.
Stefia, also money,
and determine taxes level. Government is America, Unipana, why I am more credit. Why you tax?
Stefia, so Uber can't eat your be on Sunny pounds about Abbey can be actual. Enti sabi omo beka sa sabi ya omo nwene ho because wo beka asama eye no kreba emetra se omo adwene se Dr. Baomiane NAPO de omo bedi omo atem de bia ba yanso e ba yanso the same year stake na yanso de but the same vein because if you aka 6 months entra omo sabi omo meka sabi nsem hu ntro bi as if you obeka se NAPO e medra Stefia na puhani okuru. Stefia okay but ahono why drunk also. Stefia my train why drunk also. Oh to be frank Stefia why drunk opa we are the san popo na some not. Why drunk also?
I am medra. I am medra for the way.
Thank you. Osa be kan na po medra. Na ya pe medra ye nim de to e so
on the candidate compare running mates for him into they dwell on that.
Sophia.
Because also candidate because
some candidate. No.
My take so cancer.
Sophia, your science and NAPO on fine. On Casan Cobas, Sophia, or man paying not so. John Mahama. You catch Ghana for say on your magician. Nasani pay 1 year more on coup than him. Your man paying no dear. Oh, Obeka say on the dead or your drunk flu. The Ghana from baby and funny home. 1 year more on coup than John Mahama. Your John Mahama no a president and no per second term. Asiako. Stay for the catcher. Yeah, Asante for someone Asante for the good prior crime mama and Yamofe. 1 year more on coup than him.
Focus on your candidate.
No, I'm past of yes, they cylinders near beginning na. You be beginning on the quote Biaso on the bar contract, so I will come and defend you to say a baby election. Because this is funny, I'm wondering, say, bar, do Biatem, just say, campaign at tone so much, only in the Omaka. I'm not John Mahama, Yabisa, so what about Bedi or my penida. Na ensembada na wo kana obade na obejo ma metimi aka ndi abuba mutimi meka mu 24 hours aton so ndi abuba mutimi meka jo mahama eka kira Ghana for say allowance no ontua na mo yebeto abakra ye ntuntia no anu no hwa na emo onku dan jo mahama dum so duro obeka say Ghana for ye nja ye phone charge hwa na emo onku dan jo mahama eya me mandisi for service abi ya mo mekasa sansem we nkyere ba o beka and yes, if you be a bar, me may do be at them, but the any panacano, and I remember Babaca, me may be a
yo.
Me buy me may do be at them. If you mammy, Nana Jane, yeah, what do you know? Nina put now? Yeah, mammy, Nana Jane, the personal life for there, mammy, no, watch you, and there's no two ways about that. Mammy, no, the personal life, watch you. Wouldn't oppose it around the personal life, I watch you, but in terms of a man, you're some there, mammy, no, oh, yeah. What do you find compare NAPO? Mamma is far behind. What do you find compare NAPO? Even Ministerial, you do education ministry, and you do BIA. But if you are not only power 20, make my Medibesia, over Jerry. I small the kind. I said, maybe so if you're saying you're doing
6 months until there's more work into the
more work. I said, there's more work. Of a year, I can't boy. My feel. Of a year, my feel. Bye bye.
That's it. Oh my God, Pacho, good evening.
Good evening,
I have a microphone because what kind of my I don't know why it does that. I break. I don't know why. Who you use our earpiece now? Because our earpiece and maybe I does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's better this way.
Yeah, baby, I'm listening. Yo, mammy chat here for you now. Mobia, Joe. Good evening, good night, baby. If yeah, comparison between NAPO and Jenana. Before I make no, yeah, straight in here, maybe kakra. Man, I want me Mekasa SME MPP and I'm Mekasa SME NDC. I'm coming to speak as a Ghanaian. Because the Kufado Baroka said we should
not MPP and NDC, so I'll be a Ghanaian until Obia.
So MPP. So MPP mistakes be or baby, you find it difficult to mention it. And as NDC, so you find it very difficult because call a party line. Right now, I'm speaking as a Ghanaian. A concerned citizen. Mohammed. We have to straighten it up. Bibi to say, sad, yeah, MPP 4 year, yeah, can't Dubai na mama koto hotel na there, Bogos, Montumu. They say, something you be on top is not necessary. A chump. Because Baba 7 said almost 8 years, yeah, who you see it will be back. Prof cannot may have it. Say, why is he speaking like that? Forget about all those allegations. Propaganda and a buy. I tell Maka you mudi winning about. Let it slide. If you enquire yourself so. Napo any baumiano, if you to me it's a good pair. A very nice pair. But problem I mean walk across is if there's a damage in MPP itself. And that damage is going to hurt down Napo a lot. Say you know me I want to say Napo Fremanshia Asante region in Obetuma Pulu and Niama Outer. Very difficult. MPP got a lot of work to do when it comes to Ashanti region. One, within the MPP itself, there's Napo fashion and there's Untumi fashion. It is Adia Mielu Obesha before Napo Krayabe, there was a big problem. Who called to me radio swap or in Banum or beer to Ayampia? No, about
no to Manaponana.
Almost to Manapo. Now, but a chairman team Muside and a Pomos almost to Mount to me Crawford. That problem has to be solved amicably. And son, Napo bet measures at this idea. Pen or my pen, there's a fantastic one. Looking at Napo background from Asia, Otum for Nana, all Kominini, all die powerful in that energy. But within there is damage. Accurately, they have to fix it. To the extent say, you go be done by big crack. I said, Napona Sumo will be more poison, from within MPP. But what in common I said? It is here, but
the division woman almost always a problem.
Almost solve that problem before Napo himself will be himself. And this idea, pair no, my pair no, fantastic, but it's not going to bring anything. Now, second thing, they need to work on it. Near Jai say, NDC, Dubai anyway, no. Say, no, and opening the back, Say, so back Ashanti regional, a much a 4 name, much no, NDC, MPP, Alan, and Chada. Ashanti region. Say no, me suma me microphobic polls be by. And yet that's me personal intelligence be more mukoye. According to them, almost say Ashanti region MPP Ekra 52% as we speak this year to abane na. MPP will get 52%. NDC 18%. And no crown omunya no free muntaka constituency as one see
almost stronghold that.
yeah. And what crap on a young stronghold, they were able to get 18%. Meaning, sir, Alan Aje vote in the brave. Speaking as now, Alan Kra 22%.
In Ashanti region.
Yes,
Okay.
as we speaking. And a Chada, 10%. Our Ashanti region. If you are doing 52% NDC could MPP Kutano. 300 more, 48% is gone. It is a tround here, Nunu, yes, say. Now, poor Bentina, okay, we are playing.
Okay.
If we really want to break the 8, you didn't say, Kumasi Ashanti region is a stronghold there. We have to work hard. Starting from our ifie, young to me fashion, NAPO fashion. And Oba Bantamansoa, there's a lot of conflict because of acrophobia, free delegate free during Asensumota no Chama Boajemu case. No, it's the Ashanti region itself, no, and easy.
Oh, you vote that. Okay.
Yeah, and Pechema MPP.
Okay.
It's almost for say. Omo John omo ya na yakan bom ni yakan bom obi kokromotina ya omo de me friend nipa 4 awie ya nsame ba show yi so o ka kire me say sani a delegate koto afiati asaba nipa na kan you very very critical o say delegate koto aba no ebi age 10,000 ebi age 5,000 na me a ono no otuma ono crowd dey just for primary so ube win na me a me koto amu akotra office amu aye
and obey okay.
Yes, Jessica. A lot of problem during primary and you may cause one say MPP for it will come and hand them. You said it. And according to what I'm hearing in intelligence, I bet hurt you on big time party media. NAPO and Baumia was a good pair, but they have to face the damage behind closed doors. And Sana Yakoti, Mami Fama knows Ethiopia.
What I'm not baby of no from New York. Yeah. Hey, Patrick, good evening.
Good evening.
Patrick,
yeah. Well, the vice presidential candidates here, sir, we are already aware that vice president don't do much. So there should not be any much expectations from them anyway. Well, young as a people, we value responses and choices of words. And
we value their responses,
responses and choices of words.
Choice, okay.
Yes, and that has been the gotcha moment for NAPO, which is why that perception is there. And he has to work to clean that perception. It's as simple as that. It's denying it is not the issue. All the things that people said, the videos are there. As a matter of fact, the one he talked about, MPP shirt. Anyway, I send you the video. It's in the chat. The videos are there.
Yes, I will send it on Facebook and ask him for.
I think WhatsApp. No,
WhatsApp.
YouTube. YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, YouTube.
The videos are there.
Download it.
Yeah, the videos are. So those things are there. So what he need to do is to do a cleanup. That need to happen. But I've heard all of it.
On number 9330. No.
Yeah. I can't mention it on there. So what was that? The most conversation is going on Ashanti region, but when we are the Eastern region,
yeah, Eastern region.
You're talking about the parties, you're just talking about Ashanti region. Eastern is the Eastern.
We're focusing on next week about Greater Accra, Central Eastern.
Yeah, but I said America, so you can see, sir, if there is no galvanized unity there now, it can affect them in Eastern too. Because if it's a focus now, no one focus all round that, it be affecting Eastern. So, but coming to Professor Nana Jane me ne ba Virginia was an Augustins. So some of these conversations na one tip near Omokai near Okaye, he was saying, he says, if obi kukum nipa, sa or ye medra, enti se NAPO ekoka sa same we year, say any or your tribal way. That was what that was analogy he was giving.
Analogy, okay.
Sometimes when you can say one can say NAPO aye way. No, that is not what he said. So I know that politics know because of side that you went to do, we just hear the thing, we just would have
I know,
that
right?
was what he said. But the whole thing is that both of them have held the educational ministry. They both work to the best of their abilities. They all have that Prof Nana, she's not forceful as everybody would want her to be. I mean, she's way laid back. And that is what, so people don't see her on the political screen as it should. But I think that maybe NDC is going to try to change that as well. But they are, to me, they both haven't shaken the table as they should. They have both not shaken the table so much. Because with every description that Anchor Jeremiah, NPP has a lot of issues to resolve with Opoku Prempress election. Because he and the current educational minister were actually competing for that same role.
Yeah.
So and they were both minister and deputy before. There is that thing that it hasn't shaken to me. It hasn't shaken the table that much. There are several people who will not vote this year, like it is in the USA, United about this year. As I call it, now way there about damn a friends and the order.
I need dementia.
No crow Hanawaka. Ghana, I had the same thing. Ghana is the same because yesterday I heard Mahama had an engagement. And it was the same thing. He's answering questions just like Akufo-Addo did. But can he be trusted? I was listening to Samson this morning. It's like, you said the same thing. And this was the same answers that the previous administration, this current administration has provided. Nicely, gently, beautifully. But we knew what you did. Some years back, 8 years ago. We were all alive. We saw it. And we were all peeved. So what is going to change? I know that sometimes that's a question I ask myself. What is going to change? Then the players in the game are still the same players. Yes, player because election, you're based on the personality and you're based on party. That was the reason why some people gravitate towards some personalities, because our election is based on the person who will lead the helm of affairs. And all we've seen both people now. And we don't see any new energy, new ideology apart from the normal talking now. So
okay. Your partner, Mamma, now I see at the end, I say they say, and you have moved be a better. Bye, my good evening. Now, microphone, my feedback in Tia. It's a good evening.
Yeah. What do you Boko? Me the medical winning me one election in Uganda the day.
You can me boy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Medical winning media back with you.
And now supporting labor for no.
Yeah, labor. Say I hope we the labor na beko. I say we share. Na mine kasa we say Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi say you go for the Wi-Fi na. Yo, I
a scandal woman na nkofo according to him. Nkofo the Wi-Fi no hu sika, that's why he was using it against NAPO.
Oh, come on. Anyway, Diana, Mr. Jerry Kano, I think say me share this time now. Mr. Duchumo on Tama Radio Station Kanino.
Okay.
Mika Duchumo for education minister.
Say no way NAPO no way as running mate.
Yeah. So before now or frequent pa.
So me tell you how does he factor into assembly ayeke? Because on
me who says on NAPO no they are not seem to be it's like they like each other.
But how does that come in? Because all education, NAPO energy, into your
no. Because the team makers are say maybe to me no. They were complaining big time. So much is
topic no. As someone here can be specific and you might choose to run mate for me, before you NAPO. Before Prof Agyeman Opoku Agyeman. And a topic next year compare Omumi and Omumi and almost strength no weaknesses. And how on bet me to vote on bet Pamu vote. I will both parties. Where do to Mumba?
Yeah, me can't see the mine no ka say MPP watch channel. Yeah, because me who say who say no or can untumi fashion. Who say untumi no or no I can say aduchum side. So now on no opushi pass aduchum bitmenya position. And Ankoyaman to me when say this time aduchum no is more relaxed and the MPPs they always talk about free education. So and to be honest, who say aduchum he can talk. Would imagine who say utu for a gathering be a nipa or more speech is aduchum. When aduchum is making speech, you want to hear more. They need oh, me na ko me choice mum dey bet.
But I said, you party, let's address your
too late. Are you too late?
They make kind say they have to convince him now utiminya can say etimba forward second no. Who say now he's more relaxed. So and
affecting NAPO candidate and say affecting
no, he need to come to support NAPO. He need to come. Yeah. You need to come to support NAPO because now no you can't lubit me akasa for MPP for free SHA more now. It's based on aduchum. So aduchum na I'm a kasa. I don't think there's anybody or with me more. And the aduchum is one person now. When the guy is talk, you want to hear more.
There was a
program of MPP no aduchum kwan e betimi aka na say program na say na we introduce before we need no ba no kwan e betimi aka about free SHS.
Enyo ba say enyo no kwa bet me in charge now. Yeah, he is in charge now. And nipa obetimi a convince people is based on aduchum than anybody in MPP. I know it's a fact. Because also we NAPO and a chance here. But now no say okay aduchuma. We are all turning education, he's done very well.
Because I'm marketing NAPO and I'm making free SHS because this election way is not really about free SHS.
It's also count because
it's
based on yeah, on campaign.
Yeah. Prof Agyeman Opoku Agyeman. People are not moving what running mate listen. So my baby campaign and my prof and I don't even see how that's because division getting if you are party BMO.
Okay.
If you are party BMO for our into form, but Dr. Dufo no money again, you know, so money man a contest here. By when you candidate in problems and no matter that calculation, then they go and regroup, then they come back again. Yeah. I don't see how over free SHS as somebody to market NAPO.
Yes, and they want to win power until more cardio my so until over cardio and MPP also they always talk about free education. They always talk on the anyone idea
one of the problems for abaning because free education when we near back. I disagree. Kaka some brand free SHS. It's a overflogged horse. Free SHS and MPP for the year campaign 2012. Even 2016, their campaign's flagship project was about 1D1F. In the 8 years down the line, you can't still come and make a voter profit out of free SHS. It's overflogged. You have to bring, and this is a different candidate. You have Baumia, you must bring your own policy and come and praise that policy. Because people from another policy, but then people go for $1 number. People go for CD number. I don't see how but man person also nyage.
Na me se me nyage na po nkwani nipa ya boni din 1 pp mu a sheki NDC for mabohu a mo de entro na eto no so
NAPO aye number 1. I do to side, I do to me a boom. MPP, ya solve problem bia one apone
Oh yeah, sure, some sorry.
oh, I once ya see I as a baller suja. E wo mu dia but ya solve it. Omumio no be
For
agree.
kufane na do fashion kwa besi na ho se ma
E
so
wo ho but ya solve kakra nipa dia chanye.
na me adichum
Asem si a
me na me me
asem
ka adichum be so adichum
but NAPO say NDC for ho po once they see obia no wo ka NAPO competency. So want me nya adwuma so obetima ya adwuma no adidi atam ko ana na NDC ni oba ya wodidie. Prof ka asem bi aye new team na eba Accra ya win totally. Ya win bra.
abawe de no kra nyame anim MPP nya de bitimi awani abawe to be
And
honest.
unya kukodra ya sra
And
ya ma
to be honest,
na
me
win
apart from this program, you know, me ko YouTube cry and take Ghana news cry because it break my heart.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
yeah, tie
because
from why? Yeah, tie from the free Ghana. Now, about way, yeah, when this phone no almost re.
no, it break my
Mahama,
heart
Yahu
because maybe
Mahama,
dollar no
Yahu
me at
Mahama.
support is here no.
Dabi o me pa cho Yahu
Everything so
Mahama. Adiana
MPP we
Mahama
are
di
getting.
babi. Adiana Mahama di babi. Mi busa wadiam na Mahama di babi. Onwa ya busa 24-hour economy. Budon. Ankuko nkete. Ankuko bu nkete. Dabi. Ghana for aso nsuo no maso ansa. E wo mu se omani mo de kakra ho kira ba ya je atum so ho kira ba. E no kra but say yes I got to abama NDC. Dabi. En kra na ya do mu ko school na o ma wie no o mu na ebe to aba. De no o chefa abode ebe to me choko na nne. Wanya school akọ kane maame adesu na wo su so onye obi ma ntia school fees no enne wanya school fees ko enno enna Ghana for be so de ato aba enya nkuko buo nketenkete na omba so ana na po so eye kumasi ni na po aye obi a
But
abraba wa
opening
bo
masa na po ho na munya man no 3.5 votes no. 2020 mu vote so te 3.5.
me pa cho say
Me say na po Kumasi na but last 2020 election mu vote so te Kumasi
we
assumption rate
we eye new
3.5%.
anu na ya kufu ada wie na aban say na po ni ba omia na eba. And the dynamics here different. Cra and she sister here and this is for no yeah ba ye ni atem. And this is for no mbo mu medi atem sa no no mo no mo nsere. But ya ba bre ni aba no ma sa dia ko gina Supreme Court. Na mo antimi amfa antimi antali wo mo no ma kra na wo mo de ko. Uko Kumasi wo mo kasa se Kumasi ye nyempuntuo. Astro Tefa ya ye wo Kumasi. The whole Ghana na Astro Tefa ya 3. I am a MPP for the Abayan Timinka, Sa Impunto Beba Yaye. Yentiminka, but a free Sam recorded and catch ye big bosso. Amo beer. Na, they say one Timinkasa. Once I got another big rakasa. A free china called a near and no great Naponia. Now, whom a campaign I had about 2 forms. This is via Yenia grow.
Yo, I say, I think I want the campaign better from. Hey, good evening.
This is Michelle. Good evening.
Yeah,
I think so. It's very interesting. I'm here, many Kingsley and Prof. Yeah, but I don't know, Prof. The greater Accra prediction idea. I think.
Crown suspect because there's a big margin already between MPP and NDC in Greater Accra region. 48% over 51.
Yeah, I'll talk about that another day. That kind of NAPO issue, you know. Of course, like every candidate comes to a ticket. Yes, you do SWOT analysis on every candidate, right? They have their strengths, their weaknesses, their opportunities, and the threats with every candidate. If you pick all the candidates, you can have their threat, weaknesses, opportunities, whatever strengths, whatever you want to have about each of them, you can have it. And it depends on how you want to campaign. You campaign on your strengths. Who says MPP choosing a vice presidential candidate, will have a perfect candidate? There's no such expectation anywhere. Any candidate you pick, somebody will have something to talk about it. But I think, sir, on the more or the same, advancing the argument further, as someone na poka na boy na miti You see, sometimes that's the problem. He made a condition. I think it was the nature of the way NDC were presenting their case for Ketu. It doesn't mean that Ketu Fund didn't deserve some attention. They deserve the attention, but the way the NDC was forcing the issue on the government, you know, I think the way he
I think some can say omo approve budget to say bibisa.
Exactly. When you push our logic now, NAPO was just trying to tell you, if you push your logic to a large extent, it will fail on so many grounds. And to push that logic down, not them say, "Oh, push that logic there." I also push the logic that you come do. But as if on the personal note, me feel say as a minister, no, and as somebody at Mabano, if you wanted to say something that would, I know the logic you are trying to espouse, but I would have said it a different way. Honestly speaking, that is for me how I see it. I would have said, but I understand what he's trying to say. Telling the end is more logic now, everything will crash because government don't just get up and they have some money there. You have to budget for stuff. They have to be a process, and you know all this, but you are out there playing politics. If you are playing politics, they will also all play politics. But like I said, if I were him in his position, I would have said it differently. And no, does not demean the fact that the kind of maintenance, but the NDC want to spend it. It's up to them. But I say that the coming of NAPO on the ticket, it's really positive for the MPP. It tells the NDC how they must choose a candidate going forward. Because NDC, for you've taken your voter region for granted. You know, are not even giving them presidential vice candidates since Rawlings. And it takes the MPP to compensate their stronghold always with something. And you tell me, sir, the people who have been compensated in their stronghold, giving a candidate that compensates them and recognizing the contribution of their stronghold to victory. No, you are telling me that the people will discount that, and the voter region people will be satisfied with you, the NDC, that have ignored them all this while, always choosing a candidate from one region. I see that is the only region that represents or votes the NDC into power. The voter region people are there.
What you saw before more region. But NDC has ignored voter region for over the last 5 elections.
And I'm feeling say voter fund that's the logic they want to tell Ghanaians or the voters. They are watching them, they are listening to them. And yes, at least MPP, we've been able to select candidates from different regions. Eastern region, Akufo-Addo has come. Ashanti region, at least Kufuor came. Northern region, at least Ali Mahama came. Now Bawumia has come from another different part of the northern region. And now Ashanti region, at least somebody is there. We are rotating somehow. But you've ignored the voter region. There's no candidate in the voter region that can best represent the NDC as a vice president. That is younger. That can be prepared and groomed for the future of NDC. The NDC saying that
they have people from there. Don't
okay, that's the decision they make. That is their political calculation, and I'm telling them that it's going to cost them. The Ashanti region people are very much happy because it is our stronghold. We need to energize the base, and the people coming from Eastern, already Akufo-Addo came from the Eastern, so we are okay. That our candidate who came from the Eastern is leaving the scene. If it is going back to the Ashanti region, who also contributes a lot to the voter turnout now, why not? We are very much confident that this ticket is the best option. And as for NAPO, he's a worker, he's an achiever, he achieves. And Sabio, I'll prefer somebody who achieves in Ghana, even if you want to call him arrogant. I'll prefer such a candidate than somebody who is humble and come with all the humility and come and provide an incompetent leadership to me. I'm not ready for that at this point. It's just like the Americans. I'll prefer a sleeping president that is steady and that takes his time to analyze things and proceed with caution than somebody who is energetic and is just abrasive and just erratic. The presidency is a serious business. These are options. Democracy, like I said, it will not present you what you want all the time. And you have to make choices, relative choices, not absolute choices, relative choices. If it's about absolute choices, I probably think that you never have any candidate that will qualify for any presidency in Ghana. It's about relative choices. Me feel say the NAPO ticket is really good for the MPP because now Obi can I don't understand Elder was saying. The MPP really need their base to be energized going into this election because that is where they might rely more on floating voters and those other people who see that they can be a little bit disappointed because we need to know what is going on. Just look at global trends. I've told you, go to England, go to India, go to South Africa. So that made the group, as much as they are critical, you probably will not be able to exert a lot of, votes from there. But with strong base, if they don't go and vote, not say NDC for NDC will win the election.
I know, okay. So the decision was to energize the base, Say about Mubenya Dodono. Okay.
Exactly. And NAPO is a true party person. He served diligently. So it is also shown the MP before. He said, if you stay in this party and you serve diligently and you wait your time and you are patient about the process, they will reward you. And that is a good signal to party foot soldiers and everybody else who is working, which also counterbalance the Alan Tremonti notion that, oh, I've served the Lord in this party and I've been ignored. There's a time and a process where the party delegates will reward you for these things. And you just have to stay your focus and stay. And also think about the fact that we have our own candidate who left our party coming from the Ashanti region. Now, who could you see candidate that you're going to choose from another region?
Another region, okay.
The NAPO influence will also counterbalance that effect somehow for us. Because now there are people of Ashanti region realize that no, after all, it's not about hatred for a particular person. We are genuine in this process and we really think about them as well. It doesn't mean that the Ashanti region people might not have one or two difficulties with the NPP. They will have it, but collectively they will put it all together and ask themselves, okay.
I think I get your drift, baby. I will say with the threat of Alan Tremonti and also the fact that also previous elections, the NPP lost Ashanti region 3.5%. The idea was to energize the region base because floating voters in the moment you say economy, you need something that is guaranteed. Benjamin Patron, good evening, Akwaba. Where do my microphone into battle your microphone here, mommy? Where do my microphone? This is also a microphone. Yes, I'll casemba. Well, now if you have one in your mama bemo, yeah, semben crane. Private more privacy kakra. What do my microphone? So you need to open your microphone. Well, I'm saying when you used to. You have put off your own microphone. I'm not able to control it from here. Okay, but whilst you are trying to solve microphone issues, no. Brasami, good evening. Bacho my NTO. Akwabaso.
I'm expressing my opinion, kakra. To me, the NAPO any good choice as a VIP candidate. Na the NTO make us and me no, and I don't even care about saying if a PhD and I say or a master's and I say a bachelor's degree holder. What I am caring about is say Obia or very decent and then honest person. Na person I don't trust him as an honest person. If he said I am say time you're appointing as a minister for energy no. I remember I saw call Kwame Sefa kind show so. And I know catch up Kwame Sefa kind say bra or no or sinifi or East Legon no. Sanya Kwame Sefa kind or advising the cran if you cran ka when Timmy and Quatna. Na Crawford target they say that or you corrupt to say and they didn't know yes because self you know. Now imagine as an honest person, one can sweat him yes you fear. I don't know so of what say and Crawford target say oh yeah.
So I wouldn't be a chrome Ghana. Because I wait there normal at him. No.
Yes.
Oh, opening as a way you are not being fair because my year over 20 years. But nobody sees you. Who you baby and people why baby.
2 minutes I will see if you know so Trump there. So who near papa?
Oh, opening where they I think
true.
What from Kakra.
Shall win him.
The whole what can say no what junior bet me their boy Ghana cry. Just
Meba and I win him. The toss it to so say say chairman or call parliament almost university no. Scholarship be once and be better. And also that bro apply scholarship no demand ba.
There be on one.
There be on neighbor.
I know there was this issue about
now I should not be now I should be a host can to say. Now I apply scholarship for one who and answer will buy. Some is fee say and your fair. And here for per scholarship, I can also call per scholarship.
No, open it to a sikanina so to your tax. Now you're entitled to come on, Padiana.
Ebia Chroma away on Sikani one pass scholarship of Fanyashi.
Yes, what's a mumukrum? Ghana,
Bebre, Angola Bebre rejected the Bia. I saw Mudom Penya from my home deserve.
Okay, come on, okay.
Yeah, me feel so be our honest person, dear. Osikani. No, what do you think? The internet might make us on very honest. Or say, I know our Sanska Sanke Biamusa background of Bessa Bium.
Now, I know moment just so honest and go in draw. One mama, what kind of pressure yes, or I maybe baby man ko beje. And you will be a begging on kind of friend, moody and honest.
To me, no, one year, Papa.
Okay.
To me, no, because we are Sikani. Yeah, the scholarship of man here for us also budget. What about you saying? At least more here an opportunity no soon Kobe. No, so man, MS also so bad. And your friends say, Obia, I'm a very honest person. So yeah. Now it's only the question there be a me kwan or me alone there. To me, the emphasis on mine.
Okay, now Prof Opoku Agyeman so.
Oh no, Mama dear. Me said that in wasn't be idea, but oh no, crying still no. There was a time me meeting was so that the school chocolate crying went to me crampo and provided for schools or so. Say Bibisa.
No, yeah. Obi ne kokan ye nyom ne kan ye. By that time na no ye minister.
Na sasa na I no cry na sa na enya no cry.
Me openi. My stand on link no worry di why. Na to bo na the will be argument no one there because baby I can't do near real solutions into your pen call fire and can't say leader be on your mistakes, but we need people to base their discussion on actual issues. So yeah, mistakes in baby I make but now I want to make actual issues. Benji Udini de Benji nice good evening.
Every other to say
I don't know so I mean so I showed the Montino wear your shirt and I guess I make us a control shirt on, but me I mean my brooch was a Ghana cry. Hey, my brooch said that here Tamale heaven papa.
Memo me
some demo. Just 1, 2, 3 or so pressure up be bra.
Me cry them me wa akron na. Me esi so na me ma no e di agro abontinti no mo.
Na mo esi no cry nya he. Eja na wo mu kro mo na esi na nya he boy. Ya na Ghana o ya mo mfa di mamra Ghana na mo kro mo de apotwe a.
If you understand also by we say na why such. Say we mate yes.
But only yes such cry o Ghana chen ha. To me dress you. Also why you dey outside. Heaty. Anya heaty awado. O dress ya kwa Ghana to dey be a twi esuroko. Why
come out? I've seen a Joe.
Ghana mom near chair. What they papi every weekend. I'm more cramming to me, Pionko baby. Ejuma to bed.
Me cram here police and I'm a Juma de be amity Ejuma
to bed. Most of them are an economy. My idea, Mummy Adamas.
Oh, and then it's a crowd here. He said, me expenses crack was because of my or Ghana, and the expenses are costly. The way the Bush and forces say, near Master Sakura complete. I need to cry. I'm saying, where dear, okay, my the way I say Ghana, corner, Yami say, and cannot correct. Say Yamiam Bemupa, dear, baby, a Ghana corner, dear, and yes, MPP, and yes, NDC. May my geology and say, Yamisi and Kano, creating a Ghana for Ubiba, no, ya, dear, a cocoa, a fita, a tuntum, and yes, medium MPP in Intino, as I see background or MPP in a Juman to me, ya, Chinchina, yes, or no one, your pen or not. I know I am. Me jono ho asebe. Me nti ase ye nuanu bi omo Ghana. Me mfre radio so da. Me nkasa radio so kra da na mom. The way as say nyama ko Ghana, nyame se yenka no kore nyame pa se yenka no kore na in fact, me sam blame me journalists omo Ghana. Omo kra ka ho na say o man ni mu no aye den because mo indicate yen krofo no mo wofie no se be yen ma me mo e bi omo enyo opportunity and go school ni ade ntino ye fa ne say I to say na say
no no opportunity and go school mo nkojo
I mean meti ase na mom the way o man no kwa still I be mu go so di MPP achi say
choice. Choice. Two guys.
And only a problem, no. Minimum say a choice. Me say no. Obianya MPP ni chair me. Me those time I know Ghana. Na me end this MPP. Na me who am I?
Journalist because said your journalism could be jangu obia fridge. Mohammed we journalist was near any a mame Costco a jangu obia bi.
Mame cancel. Media, interest number one to the public is entertain, educate. But mono, I say most of you and you'll be there. Most of majority of journalists in Ghana per se in Ghana, stomach direction. Me nim say a system the way a system no etiano na. I say nkofo bebre ho chi omo no. I say okay, I say me ko join the party way na e bia me na party na man bibi kakra. Nti ade I say o kan no kura no. E bia na say video here I say on say that NAPO video here I say your friend is saying or say MP for be my people for uniform or say t-shirt bia akose e wo Ghana. Efia nyame se enka no kure bibia akose wo Ghana efia onim. Video
obia send am man Ghana. Onim mo problem. Mo problem ne say mo mpese obi be ka no kure. Me tie onim tie obani mo amabro che am me ba bie. Ne so me wo me dia me ye. Me TV only radio 24/7 o. Okay, mama. If me cry me see minim na world boss and why no send ma me. Asempa dia na omo se na po akoka na obi ya na obi hope simple na send man pa na me bo video no. Japani dia bi tie Benji tie. Minim a nti me medi ntro se minim.
Oh, if you are bia na enya wo pese but nyame se enka. Jonas be pray wo ho a.
Benji nya bo che.
That particular
I won't let you get away with this. Okay. The fact that if you are my Agyeman chen doesn't mean me nyame.
Fine.
It doesn't mean to say me King Solomon.
You are 100% correct.
I want to know be send their mommy.
You are 100% correct.
In any case, also we a police me boy.
Yeah.
Me how only me on the side. Me a programmer. You don't know.
Right.
So I cannot be glued to a friend saying TV or radio 24/7.
Matthias, but
minimum no. Obi send me na me bo video no. Nti we ya send me back on the t-shirt ni say auntie mpato how dey draw.
Okay.
If I don't know, I will come and lie.
My question is say obebo anase omo because ekoye to say bia NDC ni na ekoye anke no dey obeka omoye oti say don't what to say.
I'm surprised also a police. A police officer will never think shallow.
Oh,
the objective. Don't hide, don't run away.
Oh, Debbie, don't run away.
Let me put you on the me my Agyeman to me so bia. What I say? Nyabuche don't go anywhere. Nyabuche. Me credibility. So I will not like anybody to come and put my credibility down. Okay. Mami we the point that talk. Remember our time. Minimum. Meka say minim. Okay. Yes, na pobo kan asem wa asempa. Me ni Agyeman wa asempa bio. Me free multimedia dada. Me wo na hope since no video ni nie. O de ma me boy na mambo. Me boy na mambo.
So nya moye. Nipa no say.
There are 2 videos you are talking about. One say when you.
What video?
There are 2 videos here. There's one on a poco car was empa. Get us almost sending me my bosses here, and then there's another one. I'm sure got a t-shirt. And I don't have that one.
T-shirt in one time.
No busa. Don't come and bully anybody here. One boss, see, I'm saying now one boss and the man. Let me show you the time he sent it. One boss somebody and one boss is here. No, massa. Come over here, Yakra. Be a Ujina come and you tell me, Yakra. So I'm over 20 years. My credibility, me I don't care. But here I think one boss sent me this video 5:27 p.m. Show it. Me the better was here 5:27. I'm here 5:27. Because I don't joke with my reputation. One boss. If I was lying. 5:37 p.m. now one boss send the man. He said this is the issue. Video about NAPO, talking about a t-shirt. No, there's a software I'm using to stream. And I was sending video from my phone to the software to play it. Me will call it so Omokasa. If you call it for me to mean Joe Omokasa, then I play the video. So how do you come and attack yourself?
Obama time I explaining your match now.
I explain you like
what
you're
trying
to misrepresent.
You
are trying to misrepresent.
Second video na make can one second video na make can one more. Me what start here see and I make join it. And
you who join this say massa men be chat them to your uncle.
You should have gone straight to your point.
What I say men be chat them to nearby so say
second video now
second video. If I don't have the video, I don't have the video. If I have the video and somebody will send it to me, I'll play it.
Second video now 5
to top money on my why no master, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What I say. Don't do that blatantly, openly. Don't do that. Don't make accusations when you don't have any evidence. Who your police near? You know you work with evidence. I also work in the legal area. Don't do that. Don't never do that.
Oh, yeah, journalist. Oh, man, and some American crowd.
Yes, but don't come and men be in front to be out to buy and try to swear. Yeah,
where I said, as some American said, baby, I got you know, and your MPP and your NDC. Yeah, and I make us say, Muna Moya journal, Muna Mobet said, near my echo to say, I say, comparison. Some NDC was to light off. Some MPP was to.
I want to a mother. See, any force, I'm not going to go to a mother.
If we are young education, Mancasa Cocatre, as some sister onto Abama A, and as onto Abama B. And yes, as some American, you are not understanding me. On to me point now, Americans here. Me say, and yet it's about MPP and NDC. Yeah, you know, be on the party or support you. But yeah, you know, per my knee, in no, I bet me your mind.
Why no bit me? Who can do it? Only Pacono, honestly, credibility in the day.
That means over put that money landed. You also have your
no, they're moving to us now. At the end of time, it's okay. Oh, it's okay.
What could you draw now? No. You are trying to misrepresent and watch it now. The time is all for you. You can say whatever you want to.
But I don't know. As some American crano, it look like said when making your mind, you just.
Oh, you're making the mind. Who now make you mind?
American crano on some own answer, my say. You know, I'll just memo being to us because Ghana say I ebe come sa sebra ebe from ya my intermediate and I make and some support and this and as an MP, but the real fact na make come say more indicating crop about near my air cost near your comparison tama some see what's no then no yeah hospital saying development ban no yeah doom so no net saying near farm compare recently. You know, and yes, me can say MPP are good, NDC are good. Maybe and American say Ghana from I want to person too much. Too much. Especially you too quiet back from one and Europe no. You know, mind develop no. It's not about say and I say me then American say gonna back say your force away on ya on to me your jumana me we see your time cry. And yes, be a cacra will be the Bama Edinton, no aquaman, and after I did here now, watch you now, Unya Bianindi. Many, I drink a cram, mechanical. When that's
the reason why that's why 4 years to be the constitution is here and to
exactly.
You vote and you vote against the person. Seriously, the truth of the matter is media for nature about the right in a media in me one so I will be shooting if you are not will be.
You are getting me wrong. You are getting me wrong. Me say, and yes, if we are okay, Benji nice near Kotu Abama A, Asamasi A. And yes, and that you are getting me wrong. And no, I want to mean Americans. Me say, media job is to entertain, educate the public.
This is what the person has done.
You are getting me wrong.
But the education, but the choice
is about educating. educating and who here power. Man can't know. Man, I'm Bema Obia who near my coso. Media and go be sorry or phone or me say phone, madam for be Besram or Dallas and ordinary phone because me said I see program ABM because me nimna say ye pe organa kra but good say me follow near coso where me first
choice Ghana need everybody has a choice.
Kokasre asamesi so onko to abanama asamesi AO and I say koto mind this and ye no na me kire wo sa na wo adwene ye me dey say educate kire niema ye we aye kire niema we antumi anye ye kire tama dunu so bae na fa compare say
no penny yenka and talk say we wa won tie program ntino
electricity water say gold in say
radio
and no na educate
I think won't hear radio because since you started any program when pulled that me boss something like that every day we explain elections actually all the project all the schools
this year why okay, me the best chance is here. Now me find say sample second video now, madam for the son of 520 something. And once I'm na make anya previous now.
Me tell call and also na sana mabo.
Debbie me say you bet here na bo. Debbie man also you are
want to take their time into
okay, right. And I respect that.
What sending money and I'm saying thank you very much because I was looking for it to play. Yeah,
make your point.
I'm looking for it to play.
And thank you very much. Just play so everybody can also hear.
No, but you cannot bloody force me to play any damn thing.
I'm not forcing
you. You cannot bloody force me to play any damn thing. It's thank you very much. Just play the video.
We want the evidence to be
you don't determine any media content. Are you serious? They should play a video. Thank you, nice. Are you serious?
It's okay.
Seriously,
it's okay.
No respect. No respect.
You are giving.
So I don't follow my one boss to come on the yes. Discipline yourself, master. Discipline yourself. The media is independent. Media is independent. Nobody goes to any media platform to determine what they will play a video. Are you serious?
Oh.
I won't go any master. What a disgrace. Batman Monyam to say, oh, I didn't know. Oh, no. Don't do that. You have disgraced yourself. Who know other media? No matter me, CNN, BBC, and Fox. No, I go catch them. Play this video. Don't come and tell me thank you. Play. Are you serious? Batman, what you do? What go when man say no? You don't know what bush for pa. What a shame. I'm so disappointed in that kind of. So we have Bema. The fact the title Bema, and also you have disgraced yourself and disgraced manhood. You have disgraced the brain that is sitting in your head. Can you disgrace yourself like that? So we a police me. Then you are ordering America. First Amendment is key. One boss catch a unipano. One America. Constitution is just a First Amendment, a freedom of expression, a key sacrosanct. It cannot be sacrificed. First Amendment. Then you go to a media house, tell the media house, play the video. Don't come and say thank you. Play the video. Bruh. Hey, we are now say what this will be.
But
Mr. Pacho Kasamame, why are there? Then you are offering Ubetimako Fox or play the video. Hey. Because time so BBC this year now we interview that time, so they cut you off. Thank you very much, and they take you off. They take you off. Thank you very much, and they take you off.
Yeah.
Say go and play the video. Don't. Are you serious?
Yes, if you say, any panic be baswa. Yeah, na the MBA say. Almost so more broche. But they behave as if say abroad economy and African economy no different. Also then now I was expecting him to tell the cost of Ghana. Near fan compare what's going on here in America or in.
What do you mean compare? Because the economies are different. Also, men compare.
The situation is similar. Because
not similar at all, Masa. The countries have over 400 years.
Yeah, make what is happening here. America, no matter what is America. But what Americans are facing now is inflation.
Yeah, but I compare minimum wage crime through your baby and men compare.
Yeah, me see but some is muti kromha. Miss Miss and Skakofi. right?
Open man compare cry. Compare.
Men compare. Me say situation yes we come one say then air cost for Ghana no. Ghana enye sabruchire. Abruchire on the level. Ghana on the level. But the way you cut Ghana and I see say Ghana no back on like Atemuja. Yeah, we have a problem. We need to find a solution to it. Problem na your guy, we need to find a solution. And a solution na ye be peno. Enye ade a okosto akoto dia besi ho. Enye dum so na okoto generator besi ho. Eye process. Baby or no tell so oye police ni no. Over 400 years no. You should tell us kwa best no ometimi sustain their development up to date. No matter what
compare. I think the point you were trying to make me say near deteriorated. The expectation that they had no. And near swati. I think that's the point. Man, would I forget to I cannot kind of I think the point is making is this is not what we expected. We wanted an improvement. But your situation is what that's the crux of the matter.
All right. Mame call NAPO issue. That was the main reason why I called. In America here, they have a choice of two people, Biden and Trump. Will be our issue. Biden is fighting about the age. Trump also ne pass obedi amamun and also wino. That is the choice that Americans they have. Ghana so your choice near two. Your Mahama and your Obia only president that which is
candidate as they were looking at the running mate. So
I know
focus on the running mate.
Running mate NAPO Anna Jane. Me NAPO is the best. NAPO is a good communicator. You can't politics more obia or communicate with facts. NAPO is one of them. NAPO or you had like Kennedy Japan or curtains with the fact. And or you're very confident. And I am there say NDC for anti for corruption. Tagano. And when they come with arrogance, I think that they'll be shooting themselves in the foot because Mahama swore other videos, other news portals are you betting me up pulling Adia equalizing. So I think the NDC is
about equalization or about solution. Yeah,
I think I'm sure say they are making a big mistake because now situation we need somebody who can help us. You understand? And yet they are arrogant. If somebody is arrogant and can keep the power on, do we care? If somebody is arrogant and can give jobs to the youth, do we care? We don't care. We don't care.
But someone can also recognize any panel of communication flaws. I'm one case of mobile money identity. Say your communication issues. Yeah, but where you'll be obeying me as well. Why are you denying say there are issues?
No, me say or what? There's no person I obey you now. Obey 100%. Nanado, Nanado face the same thing. The confidence, almost all you arrogant. Almost all you say. He worked on it. So what I say, NAPO modern abano the apathy in the Ashanti region and the MPP etimi akonka sadena ebehom because me kai for time and on the hananado those days and then the hananado. So NAPO is the best bet that MPP ebenya NAPO so betimi are reconciling within the MPP party no NAPO yobia or baby he's okay with most of them. Even recently, only a year, say, Chema Untumi, they have reconciled. So NAPO is the best bet. NAPO is also cool with the chiefs in the Ashanti region, which is very, very key. Medicine will be or your dish, because Ghana for no, Yantuaba on just economic line, tribal lines room, so that medicine if you're now okay. Tribal lines room, and NAPO is okay with all the chiefs, including the king himself.
Okay,
you
yeah.
Right.
You better how that will play up in the whole unity. Mayana was saying now join show. Dog, good evening.
Good evening, sister. Now to say when we say many are name boss so but I think say for the purpose of education, baby I saw a channel on the energy National Commission for Civic Education. Modi modi. Na aban no nso na National Commission for Civic Education nso no so omo nso ebo modern no nso boa radio station te se modi bi na eja education on democracy no omutimi eboa na etimi kwa anim Now, ba a friend is saying vice presidential running mate na. I think so omu mienu nyina no nyame enum ne kure ni omu nyina no omu ye fantastic. Omu nyina so no omu ye level headed people, omu ye educated people. Baako on the doctorate degree na baako nso ekura ne professor. Enye easy so obeja professor. If you am say enye easy wa onim dada. Eti we oba na in a setting of Africa na wetimi akọ school na wakọ bo professor at least yemfa mama me no in terms of addition de abone homotene na de bia me ka say nyame adom a this year's election no there will be a history will be made. Say NDC to me win here, it will be say the first female vice president of my Ghana yenya. And I said, but Umiansu win here, it will be the first time a Muslim or a president. I think the Hillary man, when Timian declares a Muslim now a Christian.
Man, only Christians, yeah.
Enti the only the end beto. Enti which means year 7 December no history will be made in Ghana. Now, share the strength of Mamenenim NAPO. Oba NAPO I think say the strength ne say oyobia owa kukudro and he doesn't shy away so beka nanum asem. Or he doesn't shy away so beche na adwene. And he's somebody he love intellectual debate. And intuition is strength or parliament here experience winya or parliament no aboa a push no ama eja ene uba Ghana no a ye kan ba ye democracy no a obi te se na po no untimi mfa ne nsin chen because wo hwe time na NPP opposition one of the gentlemen no very vociferous no na owura na po no no odi tintima wo mu pa mo amu station wo de anopa wiane anadwo de jese man frɛ no obeba be kana adwene
I'm going to no opposition as I'm pastor.
Easy. So Oshano utimi say eno no e ne strength. Na ne strength for no so no kra no hono so nan so kakra bi wo ho. Ene say ne kuku no aya na eja or you quick tempered. Hono na me say me feel say aman kofu agina so aka say or you arrogant because or you quick tempered person. And in him say enra kra na or hini to kra ka say enye say e tag na emom e ni suni ne ban ankasa. And I think say ene ya na me ada Roma wangasa onua fifi boafo. Eba be obi obekasa ejine mu ama ne de me say obetene no ho apolish no ho. And that is where
you have no option.
Exactly. And then just a breaking 8 name to me no. So share the two running mates. I think say when it comes to almost strength, but Mami Nana Jane Opoku Agyeman. I think say the ebe hadwene kakra won ne fane the age and how obetimi momentum no say you be call election more free next month no how obetimi keep the momentum up no NAPO
to me so she should that shouldn't be an excuse.
Unse fiasa wo hwe the way NDC for any maame ne kono kabai now na esen ketumi hu say momentum ni gina mu te say the baumia time no so if you are any asem no so all the time na
blame team no they omo na also pushing no anya number man aye she just has to be present at particular places there was someone am guiding no salary I was expecting to see her in the zongos with the women doing something the churches you should be there holiday and whereby you should be there 6 months and the team na me blame no but me age there is not an excuse sanana do man credit to me she should do it.
Also, if you are no crack, me know ya adwene wo age no ho and to me drop me there no ho na ma agree with wo there no cause wa mama tiase wa is very fantastic but sani ya okay team no nso no ana ebe detect amount say wonya hye nso a team no wan hwe di ya de ombeka bia na wo befa nti wan hwe ni a omo push wa ko ba bi kura no a wo hunu ba obi ti say NAPO no wo push na ko beka say na de nti ne ye kwa ha obegi nkyeremu Enti di enti ne say ekoye we e say di enti ne ekoye we ebeboa ye would it add to the numbers ana they be ameka say this 7 December election no say NDC lose na ye omo ana omaye na enya say be a Ghana form per change because o hwe eye from the north to south east to west obi esu say eye ekronma den ayedin ofa ye election ya ye boa labor mu because me a conservative but me share ya me say 14 years me di o machi me say hwembe I had to go and then do research support for the labor and
labor
yes, for the first time, it to Abama labor and labor for every year for the first time. I mean, people for brain NTRC because we share a new manual air cost now, even at inflation for inflation 2% crown. People still kicked against conservative. Yemfa Ghana inflation. You say we cannot compare there, but offer on my Ghana no, and which woman is it going to be? A year play in favor of the NDC and yes, it will play in favor of the NDC, but NDC for no so no how me AUC a year mame a year J no obetimi sweep a year the empoano honi nyina a free voter see a year western region no because Ashanti region no and MPP for a person omunya a year the numbers no any eastern region now ponso year 50-50 eastern agena to already Ashanti agena to already into no Ashanti eastern anya your mama 70 to 80% and this is where Mrs. say a year mame a year Jane Prof so also the strength was central region no otimi making inroads echo western region because western region no since you call no I so far a year enzma side one
okay doctor I was saying next week go back joining na Monday was a brand and fire beam because see I think you are seeing what I'm seeing I shall send me a video be this is for baby fire in no and some of them contacted me but boys now work from the baby until they didn't get it. Seriously, I think NDC is not taking advantage of Prof Opoku Agyeman.
Yeah.
They are not even taking advantage of the fact that MPP Nyama Nkoye mom. They are not taking advantage.
Exactly.
And like you said, selection when NDC and to me we are now everything is looking good for them. But
simple,
by now, there's no reason why a Prof Opoku Agyeman should be in NDC team. Now Western Region Chiefs endorse Ibaumia. What if you hear then? What if you hear then? Oh yeah then. What the nation them ya Melia Sayeden? You know. What Central Region 2020 NDC lost in Central Region, another winning. Why should Prof Opoku Agyeman be the running mate and another win in Central Region? And between 2020 and now, what are you doing to change that dynamics? What you?
If you mede besi ase ya mede besi ase ya da se pa so any ma pa wo bo so
Monday I'll look for you why matter
all right you be that so
me da se bebe nyakopon sha Monday nana ya matter ma miti o
afia mete o nka chepa
ai e wona se wona me se wajuma time asesa
say we are for king for no ye de NAPO abanti say ya koma to ye moti ase no ana na ye
ken ko for mo penapo ho
obi akin for ni na say ye ne ye de ne ba enti ya ne ye de ne ko
okay
na ye adwuma wo background kakra na the point is the outdoor NAPO kakra bi no NDC fo shikisa un say obafia comparatively no omumi enu nyina ye adwuma of Ministry of Education. Okay, as ministers now, yen set omumi enu record performance. Yen for omumi enu ento nsenie ni na yen hwe. Ayana mostly people are saying, oh, NAPO ye arrogant or whatever. Are we looking for competent, the person who can deliver? And now say ye pe will be obey krama ho blase. A country called Ghana where ubitini a cannibal so we tag the person say the same thing and somewhere along the line now more Canadian because what can say near tea? What I said, Sana na puti, and yes, say when you get closer to him, I mean him say or Befi among them when you're closer interact with NAPO. He's down to earth, but or can I say Mr. No nonsense be our Ghana no umuade. The man is nanado the ministers nina ubetimi abo 2 ministers din outstanding ministers din ya umo na ponka. Look at energy sector. na poko so NDC any she omuni offer biya de magana na po and Bawumia ticket no a down deal a bet is Nigeria election no moye no ko kan atinibu fa so wini no be any say oh FI FOMO first no na yema enye otiase na there was kind of apathy Ashanti region na na said confusion was Ashanti region but say be other form FI ya set ho bibia wi enti abane de by hook or crook yenye 2008 mistake ni bi mu yenye biem we've learned our lessons.
And then next week they be more time. Why Monday?
Yeah, Mate.
Prof, Prof, my video way. This is a controversial video. I'm saying I'm talking about. In a Nanameka se brand in Abuja when Abuja or the media posing. Sometimes I go on no one at
one T-shirt. They hear T-shirt. They are about voters. They almost wash it because MPP T-shirt they Obiani wa bati MPP T-shirt that shall be to ama obi foforo. Eti yet be the rally. I ever see Canadian T-shirt. Never coffee, never T-shirt. No man for no moon shirt. No do what over to aba and your man. One voter, one T-shirt.
Now, some controversial issue, no, and no, I'm about a video, but this is what President Mahama on his round. I think this is one of the things that he was saying about somebody asked him a question about corruption. I think
my goal is to launch a renewed fight against corruption. I'll keep my appointees in check, and Ghanaians can be assured that drastic steps will be taken to punish the corrupt officials and their accomplices in this present administration. No actor in this NPP corruption enterprise will be spared. We'll also take action to repossess what has been unlawfully stolen from the Ghanaian people. As we all know, government procurement
In fact, before the end of this year, if you arrive in Ghana at Kotoka Airport, you don't even need to go to an immigration officer. We are putting together the e-gates. You put your Ghana card, it will open for you, and you pass and enter. The e-gates will come into work in Ghana before the end of this year.
And this election, obviously, is all about people are making promises, issues, and focusing on those ones. And I am there saying no be about. So thank you so much, Prof. And next time now we to me my own yet. Closing way. But at the back of the next week, Ministerial, I need you. Why? And then next week, why? Me that's it. And I'll joining. Thank you so much. Prof. Tried the University of Wilberforce, America, Bruce. Mr. I'm one man. It's Yankopon Asia. Next week, I bet was your friend Vim Lady Afia Pocket. Saranson Common High Live Radio, Kings Jersey Radio, Migachu FM, Adapopa Media, NASPA Radio, UK, Abruchi Memo. Mr. Kojo Hansen, any DOP, Diakon, and DJ All Black Omo producer. Thank you so much. Yankopon Yadman next week. Yeah, the show, another one. Thank you. Good night.